He'll go right there.
It is Toivo's turn. Toivo appears, closes his eyes as you explain what's going on, turns its head to look at, or to its head so it's facing the Hound of Tyndalos. So Matt and Brian, you hear the cat just growl real low and dangerous. Nick, you hear meow meow, I can smell you, meow meow meow. Roll your attacks, please.
He just side-eyes you and looks at Arabella and says, of all the places you wanted to fucking teleport us, you brought us right in front of the king's nose.
Yeah, because I have to warn the fucking king. So you should probably leave. Go slink off into your little hole. And maybe warn your people.
He looks like he's about to punch you.
There is a 1,000-year-old dragon burning down a city with over 100 giants right now. I don't have time.
Remember, the only reason that any of that worked back there is because of me.
Yeah. Do you want a prize?
I am sorry, I am trying to be helping, but...
What happened to Trinia?
She just disappeared.
We lost the kid.
I am not understanding. She just got hit by one of those raisins. She disappeared. She is gone.
And Arabella said I turned to stone?
You were a statue. Welcome back.
You know what? I just give him a hug. A big chalky hug.
Okay.
This is not the time! Doesn't look like it on our side.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that prepared. He is going to. Oh, he's gonna unload one of his most powerful spells at all of you.
Fuck.
Magic missile.
Kill.
You can read that there is a contemplation about the others in the room and their responses, regardless of what his answer is.
As in, he's concerned about what his response will be because of the people in the room.
Yes.
I kill everybody else in the room.
Let's get this battle underway. We're going down. Get down, get down. Jungle boogie. So you see that guy shows up and swings at you, and it scrapes across your armor as you cast your spell.
Cool. Mithril breastplate, bitch.
Glad y'all came to our hoot, Nanny. Good to see you, boss. How you enjoying yourself so far? Hey, get her another ale on me. No, get her 2 ales on me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The croaky bartender comes back and sets 2 mugs.
Tell me you at least washed your hands before you picked that up, right?
What?
Well,
Why, what? No, no, it's what she gave it to me at the end for paying that extra fee that she has.
wait, she? And I kind of look back into the...
Yeah, and you look over and you see that there's like 4 outhouses next to each other.
Nick, you were getting some outhouse strange, were you?
I mean,
No,
I guess
there wasn't.
I guess
there wasn't.
cheese man, cheese
man.
No,
Yeah.
there wasn't. Guys,
Cheese.
wasn't a. There was a tent here. There was a fortune teller tent right here.
Nope. Pretty much
Make
looks like a
everybody
suit to
can
me.
make perception checks.
It's a poop knife. Thank you, Lyric.
All right, McChanicle flies over. Larissa, I've got you!
Can he do a flyby heal?
Sure.
Get out! Get out! No!
Sure, he'll go right there.
It is Toivo's turn. Toivo appears, closes his eyes as you explain what's going on, turns its head to look at, or to its head so it's facing the Hound of Tyndalos. So Matt and Brian, you hear the cat just growl real low and dangerous. Nick, you hear meow meow, I can smell you, meow meow meow. Roll your attacks, please.
He just side eyes you and looks at Arabella and says, "Of all the places you wanted to fucking teleport us, you brought us right in front of the king's nose."
Yeah, because I have to warn the fucking king. So you should probably leave. Go slink off into your little hole. And maybe warn your people.
He looks like he's about to punch you.
There is a 1,000-year-old dragon burning down a city with over 100 giants right now. I don't have time.
Remember, the only reason that any of that worked back there is because of me.
Yeah. Do you want a prize?
I am sorry, I am trying to be helping, but
What happened to Trinia?
she just disappeared.
I did.
We lost the kid.
I am not understanding. She just got hit by one of those raisins. She disappeared. She is gone.
And Arabella said I turned to stone?
You were a statue. Welcome back.
You know what? I just give him a hug. A big chalky hug.
Okay.
This is not the time! Doesn't look like it on our side.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that prepared. He is going to. Oh, he's gonna unload one of his most powerful spells at all of you.
Fuck.
Magic missile.
Kill.
You can read that there is a.
It's time to start the broadcast. It's time to play some games. It's time to have some fun here on the Epic Show tonight.
We'll see some off the pod here. Enjoy some great alerts. We'll have a grand old time here watching Epic Rounds tonight. We love it when we come here. We clip all of the screens. The chat gets kind of trolly on Epic Rounds things. But that's an awesome part of the Epic family. So let's enjoy the show now and start another hype train. We'll see the spicy chips fly on the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, epicational. This is what we call the Epic Show.
Welcome to Mechanical Corners, where crime pays and masterminds play. In Kaiser Cucumber and the gangs of Mechanical Corners, play cards to out-mastermind your opponents. Hide an agent or take their action. Will they get away with the loot, or will the coppers make them scoot? Pick a card. Pick a spot next to a bunny cop. Place your card face up to take its action, or face down to stay hidden. At the end of each night, figure out who broke into the vault, who went to jail, and who's still on the streets. Play the card game or live your heist in the Mechanical Corners RPG. You're a small-time thief stealing big-time treasure. Gather your team and prepare for a cozy steampunk heist. Helping your crew means a chance at winning big. Make a character. Make a plan. Make your escape. Work together, win alone. Only one player gets to narrate the endgame.
Hello,
you're over
friends
by
and
that.
enemies, heroes and villains. Welcome to Epic Realms Presents Mechanical Corners, the role-playing game. We are here with some very, very special guests. Running us today is Mark from Fight in the Box Games. Of course, over here on my right, you'll see Seppi, who is also the big name, the big guy, the big honcho, the Yavol of Fight in the Box Games. So we've got both of them here. Of course, both of them will be rejoining us on Monday for the card game you just saw in that trailer as well. The latter half of that trailer is the RPG, which is what we're doing tonight. Also joining us today, we have Michelle Franklin and Sigfried Trent. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Sig, take it away. Tell us about yourself. Tell us who you are and what you're all about.
Sure. My name is Sigfried Trent. I'm a game designer, would-be protagonist, and tonight will be a donut. But I don't know. Yeah, I run a game company called Sig Trent Games. I'm the lead designer from the Everyday Heroes game from Evil Genius Games, and we just started Sig Trent Games, but we'll be putting out material for Everyday Heroes and also doing other stuff, whatever creative, cool stuff we come up with.
Awesome.
So that's me.
Sounds good. And right next to Sig is Michelle. Michelle, tell us about yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you got going on.
Hello, for those who don't know me, which is probably most of you. No, that's not true. I've been here, what, six times
Like
now?
everybody here, you've been here a bunch.
I just torture people every day. My name is Michelle Franklin. For those who don't know me, I'm an author and I also make lots of educational videos. I'm also a linguist and soon to be published historian. And I do many different books, children's books, books about holidays, books about monsters, werewolves, orcs, and I am genuinely a font of information that no one cares about. But that's how we go. This is Language Assistant Fuji-san, for those who don't know, and this is his date for Valentine's Day, which is coming up. So if you have any questions on the history of Valentine's Day, I can definitely answer those questions for you.
Nice. Seppi, you're up.
I think I'm falling in love with Michelle. Just like she has all these things about her that I love, like useless information in detail. That's so
Right?
exciting. I'm Seppi. I'm chief game designer for Fight in a Box Games. I am co-designer for the card game and like happy helper for the RPG. Yeah, this is our ninth title, Mark. Where are we in
Yeah, sure.
all?
Something like that.
Conquest Princess got Game of the Year last year, which we're excited about, and Mouse Cheese Cat Cucumber is the established universe in which we'll be playing today for the Mechanical Corners RPG.
Mark, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your work with this, and introduce us into everything.
Great.
You're
so
up. Here we go.
I'm the creative director for Fight in a Box, and the Mechanical Corners RPG is kind of among all the projects that I've worked on the most personal to me because I wrote the majority of it, which is super exciting. As you saw in the trailer earlier, this game, along with our card game in the same world, Kaiser Cucumber and the Gangs of Mechanical Corners, is currently on Kickstarter, both together in one project under the Night Heist. And it's the second and third games in in the world of Mouse Cheese Cat Cucumber. If you like this game, we're doing so much other stuff, and you can check out the YouTube and see us do like voiced over versions of the novella that's set in this world and other actual plays and all sorts of other stuff like that.
What's the
But-
YouTube handle? Tell the people.
Fight in a Box
Fight
everywhere.
in a box.
Fight in a
Yeah,
box.
Fight in a
Everywhere
Box
you get
everywhere.
Fight in a box, except for
Everywhere.
TikTok. That's just at Seppi.
No, it's still Fight in a Box.
It's still
Come
Fight in a Box.
I like to give you crap, Seppi. I like to give you crap.
Yeah, I deserve it.
All right, so the Mechanical Corners RPG is all about the heist. We've played here on Epic Realms before, I think at least twice, maybe 3 times.
I think this is 3.
This might be the 3rd one. Yeah. Tonight's is going to be a little bit different, and we'll get into that when we get there. But the basics of this game are that our PCs, the player characters, are thieves, and you will get a heist. You will roll some dice, and at the end, the most helpful thief gets to narrate how they got away with that thing that you're heisting for. So in front of us all, we have character sheets. On those character sheets, you have 6 angles across the top. Angles can be anywhere between 1 and 5, and they sort of balance like a teeter-totter. If you use one angle, you have to check that little box, you were asking about this earlier, under it for fatigued. You can't use that angle again until you use the other one. Okay. You'll also on your character sheet see quirks and flaws. Those are extra special things. Sometimes they are once per scene. Scenes tend to be like prepping for the heist. That all those scenes are one scene. Actually doing the heist, that's another scene. Some of them are once per game, and those ones are super powerful. And some of them, you can just keep doing. And then the last thing that you've got is your signature item, which adds some dice when you use it. So basically, when you are challenged with the dice, you roll dice equal to your number. So if you have a bold of 5, you're going to roll 5 dice, and you have to get higher, equal to or higher on at least 1 die, the target number. And that's pretty much the whole game.
So simple.
Pretty simple.
Well, that was great. Good night.
Yep. See y'all later. Check out the Kickstarter. Bye.
It was so good. Something that quick has to be good, right?
All right. We ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Although somebody does
Yeah.
say that Seppi is holding his record for most appearances on here.
Am I?
Excuse me.
I'm
higher than Seppi.
How are you higher than me, Mark? I was on a couple of times before you. Like, how many of you, like...
Meanwhile, my moderator, for those that don't know, one of my moderators makes a big deal about how many times Seppi and Mark have been on here. And I'm like, you know how many people have been on here multiple times? This entire cast.
I think this is my
whole
6th.
cast is multiple times. People.
Thank you for the sub.
This is the best of. That's what this is.
It is.
That's right.
It is. And me making sure
An
that
instant
Mark does
classic.
not pass me up in number of appearances
Yeah,
on Epic Realm. I'm
also
like,
true.
you can't go on there anymore by yourself. That's done. That's done.
All right. The gray winter sky hangs low over Mechanical Corners. The lamplighters move through the streets with practiced grace, their long poles lighting warm halos that push back the encroaching twilight. Snow falls slowly, quieting the usual din of the city and softening the sounds of footsteps and trolleys, and turning the streets into a quiet world of flickering golden light and drifting white. Across the bridge district, the canals have frozen solid. Their surfaces reflect the lantern lights of passing carriages. A pair of raccoons, bundled in makeshift scarves, twirl and glide between bridges and buoys, leaving crisscrossing trails on the ice. Here and there, they pause and adjust their little skates and chitter with each other, and before launching into another spin. above the frozen water, perched atop one of the Bridge District's stone bridges, sits Highballs. The heavy wood door, adorned with a brass knocker shaped like a lime wedge with a mint garnish, is flanked by 2 flickering lamps, their steady glow casting long shadows over the cobblestones. The scents of mulled cider, roasted spices, and well-aged spirits linger in the crisp night air. A silent invitation to those seeking warmth and good company. Inside, a large fireplace roars, its flames licking at an iron grate. Soft shadows dance across the wood-paneled walls as steins and plates are passed to guests at heavy wooden tables. The murmur of friendly conversation fills the large space, periodically punctuated by bursts of loud laughter and the clink of toasting glasses. Foodstuffs, minions, and animals alike gather here, shaking off the cold, indulging in good food, good company, and the occasional game of cards. Behind the bar, as he is every night, stands Highball. You want to tell us what Highball looks like, Nick?
Highball is he wears like tight denim jeans and a big belt buckle, cowboy boots, and kind of like a button-up shirt, similar to what I'm wearing, but it's only buttoned up so far, and he's got like a little bowler tie hanging there, and he is still obviously mechanical in nature, in body, and however, sitting atop his head actually is contrary to the name, a lowball glass filled with liquor.
What's in the glass tonight?
Today,
what's the special?
Today, Highball is sporting a 14-year Dorley's rum.
Whoa. Okay. Gotten fancy.
And sitting at the bar are 3 thieves. Sig, you want to tell me what? Oh yes, we've got a question.
I have a question. I have a question about the logistics of this narration.
Yes.
Because now you did say that that everybody, all of the thieves, right? Or you say everybody at the bar is sitting and eating food, but then there's
Don't worry
minions.
about
it. Yeah. Yes, it does.
So wait.
The official
yes,
answer
it does. Yes.
is don't worry about it.
Okay. Yep.
Welcome to Mechanical Corners.
Are the food people aware that they're being eaten? Are they enjoying it? Do they magically grow back their donut heads or cheese bits when somebody nibbles on them?
These are all questions that we don't ask, along with like the question of, is Highball the glass or the liquid?
Or the body? Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
All I know for sure is that I am indeed a tasty treat.
Would you like to describe yourself, your tasty treatness?
Well, rather than limit your imagination, I just want you out there to imagine the best donut that you have ever had, the sweetest, most luscious, most artery clogging, beautiful donut that has ever been part of your life experience and your heart. And that, my friends, is Donatello. Only a little bit more stylish and conceited. And he is enjoying his repast, taking in the pleasures of life for great inspiration, and perhaps chiseling a little statue of his compatriots in honor of tonight's great heist.
Lovely. All right. How about Hamwise? What does Hamwise look like?
Hamwise, instead of being made of potatoes, is made of pork bits. Not just regular pork bits. Oh no. He is pieces of sausage wrapped in dough. He himself is one pig in a blanket, and his lips are made from little bacon bits, and his eyes are made from a gorgeous head cheese. His head is made of jelly brawn, and every time he moves, it goes wooga 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 to the left, wooga wooga to the right.
And he's got some robot bits too, right?
He does have robot bits, but that is the skeleton.
That's personal. Okay.
That's where the meat is hanging from in order to animate his porky bits.
Great. And last but not least, we have Yavol. Seppi, would you like to tell us what your character looks like?
Yavol is mainly hunched over the bar stool. You can see that he has a purple turtleneck and a leather vest on, and you can see his adorable dangling feet with galoshes just sort of kick because he's very stout and short. Yeah, but sure of himself. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
As the four of you are hanging out at the bar, enjoying each other's company, talking about what you might steal next, Highball sees a familiar patron come in, somebody that has actually given him a job before, a chameleon that he knows as Karma. Karma walks in. He's wearing these like flowing, mismatched, hand-dyed scarves. He's got a loose shirt flopping under a tight vest with cog patterns all over it. And he walks up and says, "Hey, Highball, you been pulling any jobs lately?"
Funny you should say. We got a couple people here. We're just talking about it right now.
His two eyes look at two of you simultaneously.
I am eating my hand.
Whoa. Well, I've got like kind of a weird one here. And well, yeah. So here's the deal. The client, she doesn't actually like have very much money, but if you really need me to, I can pull some stuff out of my my dad's savings account, and we can take care of that. But I would consider it a personal favor if you could do this job for
me. Can we raid his dad's savings account?
Well, if I recall, last time you offered your dad's savings account, that didn't go too well. But
well, yeah, but this time could be different.
Fair enough. You'll have to tell us what it's about. These fine folk here might be interested.
I'll wave them over to the table.
Yeah, and he comes up to the table. He is looking at the four of you with one of his eyes. He glances back with his other
Karma?
one.
Karma Chameleon, I presume?
Yeah, that's me.
So pleasurable to make your acquaintance. It fills my heart with sweet custard. We hear you may have an opportunity for liberation.
Well, yeah, but like
somebody
it's
say
not
libations. I'll be right back.
It's not your typical sort of heist. Like, I'm not going to say that the thing that we need you to get isn't treasure, because it's kind of treasure in sort of a one way, but it's also like not treasure. Any gestures for somebody? My friend Brassica is gonna come over. She can explain it better. She's got it. I'm just here to make sure that you guys are cool. We're all cool, and that you would do this sort of thing. Brassica, come on.
And none are cooler than our crew. Feel free to blend into the background if that's what you wish.
He changes into a rainbow of colors, and finally purple, as Brassica, a stout and dignified looking cabbage, walks up.
I was gonna ask, is she a broccoli with two cabbages right here?
Just a regular cabbage. She is short.
Does she produce an ID?
Does she need an ID, Highball? She does. She looks old enough to be here, but she is a large cabbage head, And she's got this deep violet fur-lined cloak on. She's wearing long skirts and a high-collared blouse with a little cameo of the royal cheese. And she says to Karma, "Will they do it?" And Karma says, I think so. You have to describe what's going on. You're better at this than I am." And she nods to him, and he
Highball
blends
sits
off
down
into
with
the
drinks for
background.
everybody.
What's that?
Highball sits down with drinks for everybody.
Okay, thank you.
I pick up my hot chocolate with extra marshmallows in my little hands, and smell that he spiked it with whiskey, and then I just put it back down.
And she takes it.
Okay.
And kind of holds it close, like she's cold. And she says, "My baby was taken. And I was hoping that the four of you could find him. His name is January. And I don't have that much to go on."
Is
He Brussels
this
sprout
a-
sized?
He's a baby cabbage. He's purple like me.
Yeah, we take this job.
The winter festival a few days ago, somebody stole my purse, and while I was chasing after them, they must have taken him. I can tell you about the person who stole it, but that's all I know right now. Is they were a carrot. They're pale. This was in off of Bacon Street, just up north near the Head of Lettuce Academy.
Can I ask, were there no bunny bobbies?
There were no bunny bobbies. It was a crowded street. During the festival,
there would be lots of bunny bobbies.
Well, if they saw it, they didn't do anything.
And you did not ask them?
They haven't done anything yet. It's been 4 days.
Yeah.
I'm sincerely interested in finding a cabbage to go together with my lovely ham and crusty self.
So tell me, this cabbage and this carrot, what sort of dressing were they wearing?
Well, the carrot was wearing it was cold like it is today. They had a light colored cloak, like gray, silver, or white. I did notice that they were wearing a little brooch with it was silver and had this weird symbol, sort of like twisting vines in the shape of a crown.
Fascinating. So would you say it was sort of more of a French or Italian style dressing?
Italian, I would say.
I see. And when did they seize her?
Him, actually.
Oh, him. Sorry.
It was in the evening. We were heading home.
I see.
He loves the carousel.
Oh, well, distill my beating heart. I'm all for helping you out.
So I look closely, and she's upper crust?
Not quite.
Okay.
Lower upper crust.
Okay.
Bottom of the bread box.
Bottom of the bread box. And
Bottom of the
so
pickle barrel.
The working food class. And I'm like, the bunny bobbies won't help her with the situation.
But you did say she's wearing a royal brooch.
Right. And then,
but in the way that people like have a painting of the queen. That's that sort of thing.
Okay. And okay, well, this seems problematic, but I'm dedicated to helping children after earlier this week, and so I am like,
if you know, you know.
If you don't, good.
Like, yeah, we help you. One last thing. Inspector B?
Inspector B. Inspector B's been busy after the clock tower explosion. They've been working on that case. I tried to pull as many strings as I could, but I couldn't get things moving any faster.
Madam, do you work?
I used to. We've fallen on hard times.
She's obviously on brassica leave. Don't ask her that question.
Clearly. Did you make enemies?
No, none that I know of. I just worked in the upper offices of the newspaper.
Oh, the newspaper.
And you haven't received any messages?
No,
made of cut up pieces of newspaper or anything of that nature?
I have not.
Very strange. Now, you come here. What about the child's father? Often the culprits are close to home.
He's not in the picture anymore. He moved to America.
Oh, how distasteful.
How distasteful.
Do you think there's any chance perhaps that he might have deceived you in this regard?
I think it's unlikely. He's not a bad person.
Does he maintain contact with his daughter?
Son. He
son.
sends us letters.
I see. And do you happen to have any of those letters?
I can get them.
That might be best.
I sent him a telegram the day this happened.
Before or after the event?
After.
Was there a reply?
Yes. He seemed concerned. He will be on one of the next Zeppelins across the ocean.
Perhaps we should, does anyone have contacts we could procure records from the Zeppelin office? Maybe. It's a long shot, but it would verify his alibi, which would be good. Friends, I think we have a case. But what shall be our first step? To investigate the scene of the crime before it grows stale? Or to investigate perhaps this mysterious brooch and what it might mean?
Well, I do think we should take a whiskey down Bacon Lane and check that out.
I have one last question.
Yes.
For Karma Chameleon.
Oh, yeah? He just blends out of nowhere.
I understand that you come and go, and love isn't easy when you're all kinds of colors of red and green. But why did you think of here and us for this particular caper?
Well, I've all done a good job before. You remember the whole Culture Club issue?
Yes.
They pretty
and
much
what greater band of thieves are there than us?
I mean,
so many famous items liberated in so little time.
As far as I'm concerned, Highball saved Mechanical Corners once.
Highball?
We don't really talk about that much here.
Wasn't there fire and cultists in that?
That was before
instance?
that was before all that. That was a different time. That was a different event.
We were all so terribly drunk, I barely remember it myself.
I feel as though he's lying, but I can't prove it. And I'm generally a very positive person. Like, yeah.
You have no proof.
Highball, hypothetically.
I need higher proof than that.
Hypothetically, Highball, Does this smell of cultists to you like baby, weird brooch, inexplicably wandering into your doorstep when you've gone
I lean over.
151 proof?
I lean over. Do I smell? I don't know, sour cream or sourdough, cottage cheese, any of the culture.
There's no sign of no kombucha smell, no nothing like
kombucha
that.
smell.
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Now I wish I had brought Mr. Whiskers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. The fabulous donut is right. We must pick a direction. There are no bad answers, just bad criminals.
Met plenty of
No
those in
bad
my
fish,
time.
just fermented ones.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, she thanks you and says she'll do whatever she can to repay you. And Karma promises cash that he doesn't have. Curds that he doesn't have, actually.
Good karma is always valuable commodity, my friend.
What is...
Donatello, do you know what happens when you solve a problem for the karma?
No, do tell.
He comes with you with another problem.
It's true. But if there were not problems in the world, then what purpose would we serve? Not at all.
Creating them. Oh, sorry.
You could tell that I'm thinking because I'm like wiggling my little galoshes in the air and then rubbing my little stubby Volchin. And then I'm thinking about getting down from the stool, but it's so embarrassing that how I have to climb back up. I'm like waiting to make sure we're actually leaving because I'm just don't want to stand around for 12 minutes.
That's the perfect moment to capture Forever in Stone. So I chisel furiously.
The epic music is playing as we're anticipating you getting off this chair.
Yeah, I can imagine a little stone statue of me hanging onto the edge of the bar stool, dangling my little feet, trying to get down with dignity and failing.
Immortalized.
I don't know how far away Bacon Street is, but I can use my bad seed quirk to interrogate or ask the bunny bobbies because I know many of them by name.
Let's what does bad seed let you do? Exactly. What is our
bad seed? You grew up on the wrong side of the tracks, or maybe the bacony bits, and happen to know many of the bunny bobbies by name. Once per session, use bad seed to cash in a favor with a member of the Fuzz. I'm assuming this is a mold culture. On every subsequent roll targeting a member of the Fuzz, replace 1d6 with 1d4.
Okay, so you're going to cash in a favor with one of the cops, and they're going to remember that you've cashed in a favor.
Is anyone here not cool with the bunny bobbies? Has anyone here done anything they deeply regret in public in the last 2 weeks?
Oh, do you have to ask?
Anybody's donut insides fall out.
I hear they're pretty soft on crime.
All right. Mr. Whiskers did something that he is not here to tell everybody.
You don't want to know. But yeah, you can definitely do that. If you want to, and the Mechanical Corners Constabulary is on the way to Bacon Street if you want to stop on the way.
Sure.
Oh, Hamwise says this is a very good idea. If I had occurred for every time a damsel in distress got me to do something fantastic for them, and then it turned out to be a ruse, I would have 3 curds.
I have a feeling we're gonna have 4. Just march my ham bits out the door.
Yep, you head out into the wintry weather. Above Mechanical Corners, a massive zeppelin drifts silently through the night sky. Its brass trimmed undercarriage glinting in the glow of the city below. The airship's running lights blink on and off, casting little soft red halos on the clouds that are now gathering up overhead. On the streets around you, the falling snow swirls in the wake as it moves. It catches in the curls of wrought iron fences and bars on windows, and settles on the peaks of roofs as you pass brownstones.
Is it whipped cream flavored?
The snow? No, it's snow flavored. For now.
But it is my favorite time of year, as frosting is in the air.
Somewhere in the distance, a sardine minion. They've got this cog-driven robot body with a big sardine head. Trudges through the frost, calling out the latest headlines in a tinny voice. And as you press on, your breath rises and plumes in front of you.
Does it smell like pork bits? It does.
Your breath, probably, yeah.
Well, I follow
only
him.
the choicest cuts.
I follow Hamwise, but there's a constant little squeak, 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 as my galoshes. I have to shuffle my galoshes very quickly to keep up.
Little tiny feet.
Yeah, little tiny feet. I'm probably just over knee high on any of like highball. But very stout. Like I'm a little.
You have to like hold on to the thing because with little eyesight.
Yeah. Yeah. Who are we talking to? The Hamwise.
You want to name one of the bunny bobbies? They usually have names that start with B.
Billy Bobby. That's who we're talking to.
Billy
Billy.
Bobby. Yeah.
Good old Billy Bobby,
We
who
just call him
owes
Thornton.
me a favor.
Sometimes called
Just
Thornton.
just call him what?
Sometimes called Thornton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Billy Bobby.
Bobby.
Porkin. Yeah, that's his name. Billy Bob Porkin. Mm-hmm.
There we go.
That's what I know him as.
That's
We go
how he
way
came
back
into
to
this world, and that's how he's going to come out.
the old Oscar Mayer days.
You get to the constabulary, the snow is falling, gathering in drifts in the little corners, and plenty of lights on in the building. Do you all feel comfortable walking into the police station?
I would say no, but I always say yeah. Yeah, I'll wait out here. Yeah.
Yep. Once I was worried my reputation as an artist would be sullied by my life of crime, but it turns out this only enhances my mystique, and the public enjoys the roguish talents.
And the officials, they especially like you. For obvious
That's
reasons.
Yeah, aren't you afraid to go to the constabulary and not walk out?
Nobody seems to be afraid of being eaten, so might as well just let them have a nibble.
Oh no.
It's a good distraction.
We don't talk about this, Hamwise. Like, we do not talk about this.
Just being practical. God.
The unannounced theme of Fight in a Box is the animal.
We don't talk about cannibalism. It's just there.
Yeah.
It's just there.
We don't talk about what? What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Cannibalism. It's dinner. That's what it is.
As you head into the constabulary, you see one of the bunny bobbies dragging in a thief, Hambar, a little hamster in a ball, and he's just shouting, "Hey, you can't hold me here. You got nothing. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You can't hold me."
Our day at the office, pal?
Just the normal one.
Mm.
And you spot Billy in one of the desks off in the back, feet up, doing not much. And you just walk back. It's fine. Nobody cares.
What else? Who else is in here? Any other friends we might know?
Oh, you see, you only know her by reputation. Bonnie off in the corner, glaring as she fully aware that multiple thieves are just walking in here without getting
She's
stopped
glaring
by
at me
anybody
because
else.
I'm delicious, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but other than that, it's just your typical. I mean, I got to say, they all look exactly the same. It's a little hard to even spot Billy. He's just got a little brown fuzz on his head that marks him as slightly different than the rest of them.
They all have those cold black eyes.
Like a
those,
shark's eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Like a doll's
like a
eyes.
doll's eye.
Yeah.
And that's why Yavol is staying outside. He's like, no. No.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
no. Yeah,
Yeah,
no. Yeah,
Which is
no.
different from no, yeah.
No, no, yeah. No, yeah, no.
Well, Hamwise, what can I do for you?
We're after a bit of information, bud.
Are ya?
So for the quirk roll, remind me what needs to be done because I need to replace the 1d6 with the 1d4s.
Yeah. So for bad seed, it just happens.
Oh.
But after this favor is cashed in, any other thing that you have to do with the cops, you're rolling one crummier die, basically.
That's the way it crumbles.
Yep. All right. So you're here to cash in a favor?
I'm here to find out what your crust knows.
What do you need?
I tell him about everything that Miss Brassica said. I asked him first if he knows Miss Brassica. He knows.
I heard about this. It's a waste of time. I can get the paperwork though.
Did you do the paperwork? Because the event happened a couple days ago.
No, I didn't do the paperwork. Barney's on the paperwork.
Do you know anybody who was there and saw it? Did Barney see it?
Oh, we interviewed 2 witnesses. That seemed like enough.
Who were the witnesses?
Witnesses were... That's a great question.
No,
I have to check the paperwork.
This is the first time I've ever seen Mark stumped on an answer.
I've played this game so many times and made up so many in the past week that I've run out.
So the witnesses were Squeezy Cheese and Sally Bally. That's who they are.
Yeah, no, Sally's a squirrel. Yeah, hold Barney paperwork.
Maybe a Jane Doe and Barney Buck.
Barney brings the paperwork, drops it on the desk, sighs, shakes his head, goes off, takes a nap somewhere, and Billy flips leisurely through the papers. Yep, Jane Doe, a deer, a female deer, and
and Ray, a drop of golden sun.
Of course.
Yeah, Ray. No, he's a cobra. No, it looks like they saw the thing happen. Purse snatched. They verified that it was a carrot wearing some kind of white cloak.
They verified that the purse got snatched, but not that the cabbage baby got stolen, because she said that while somebody was stealing her bag, she assumed that somebody stole her cabbage baby. So we don't know if the cabbage is in the purse or if somebody else took the cabbage somewhere else.
No. Jane's testimonial here says, yeah, it looks like somebody took the baby.
With the purse?
No, separate, straight out of the carriage. This description has them in a white suit. It looks like they were flips a couple pages. Snow pea.
What, a snow pea in a white suit? Which way did they go?
A snow pea, not a carrot?
If it's snow pea, what is it?
Carrot took the purse. Snow pea took the baby. Nobody knows who the snow pea was.
Brassica.
Didn't get
Brassica.
a good look at his face.
Peas and carrots in the winter.
Only winter vegetables.
That's true. That's true. And do you have any connection with any other crimes with a caped carrot and a mysterious snow pea?
Nothing's come across my desk.
And I'm sure any crime in this town would come across your desk.
Sure.
Or
Some of them
Barney's.
do. Yeah.
But you said there were 2 witnesses. What about the second one?
Yeah, Ray, Cobra. He just saw the purse snatching. This would-be thief ran off down an alley, dropped the purse. The Cobra went above and beyond and went after this person. But they opted
for the purse, not the baby.
Wait,
apparently they didn't see the baby thing.
You're telling me somebody stole the purse just to drop it off willy-nilly?
That seems probable. Who are you?
Oh, I'm nobody. Just a friend here to help out.
Yavol is outside busily looking around specifically for Bonnie because he knows that Bonnie is the only capable police officer in the force other than the inspectors. And since he does not see Bonnie outside, who's the only capable police officer, he breathes a low sigh of relief.
So can I see the police report that's on the desk? Am I able to look at it?
Yeah, he passes it. Just slides it across the desk
Just gives
towards
it to
you.
me. Cool.
Yeah.
Great. So it has all the information for Ms. Doe or Mr. Doe.
So Jane Doe saw a snow pea snatch the baby. Snow pea's wearing head to toe white suit. Looks tailored, looks nice.
Great. Does it have an address?
No address. Oh, for Jane?
Mm-hmm.
Are
when
they
you fill out
that
police reports,
responsible?
you got to write it down. Now it might not be
don't
the
have
real
to.
address.
Is Jane Doe her real name? Yeah, sure. It has Jane's address.
All right, I'll take that
But yeah,
down.
she saw him take the baby out of the bassinet and just book it through the crowd. Yeah, and then Ray's report of following this other this carrot, the cloaked carrot, through an alleyway, ended in a dead end with the carrot probably climbing over a wall.
Probably.
Neither of them mentioned the silver brooch that Brassica mentioned.
Something smells
And-
Barani to me.
At the site of this missing cabbage boy, did you find any shred of physical evidence?
Cabbage girl.
The crime scene was compromised. It was the middle of a festival. There was a lot going on.
True.
Oh no, it was a boy. Never mind.
So I understand. Our cabbage lady friend has her baby in a basket under her hand.
Like a bassinet pushing
bassinet
stroller.
And did she drop it when chasing after the purse snatcher, like world's best mother, or did she have it with her and somebody snatched it out of the basket while she was focused on chasing after the
basket is like a rolly basket on wheels.
Oh, okay.
And as the purse is snatched, there's a little tussle where she moves off into the crowd just a little bit to take the purse or to get the purse back. And as she is distracted by that, somebody took the baby.
And this Jane Doe saw this snatching of the baby.
Saw the snatching of the baby. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Where is the bassinet now? Is it in police custody? Did they take it in for evidence, or is it with?
That didn't seem like evidence. There's not enough space in evidence for that.
So all they have was one witness testimony.
2 witness testimonies.
Well, of the bassinet, because I'm
Yes.
asking because she didn't originally mention anything. about there being a carriage or a bassinet.
She did not.
We also didn't ask.
True.
Well, we have an address.
Yeah. The I mean, based on his outfit, this description, it would seem like the snow pea's upper crust, but that means we're not looking into it.
I see.
I'm not.
Gotta save your own tails, huh?
You're not, but who is?
There's only one competent policeman in the whole
Bonnie
force.
glares from a corner.
Just say it. I'm glad she's not outside here doing her job because she could be inside helping others.
Does any of you know Bonnie and know well enough?
Yeah, which of you have been arrested by Bonnie in the past?
I only steal hearts.
So mind.
I have yet to be caught doing anything bad.
Okay.
All right.
Is the one outside the one who has gotten caught by Bonnie before?
Probably.
I'll pat our bunny friend on the shoulder. Well, I think that helps.
Bonnie goes outside.
Oh no!
And I will turn and head out.
She super frustrated, just stomps outside and stands outside the doors of this place and takes a deep breath.
I go full cuteness. Like I'm like a perfect sphere and my eyes go really big.
Mm-hmm. And she looks and sees you. Can I help you?
Yeah. No, Bonnie. I know this will seem odd coming from me, but I'm super cute. And I know we have a history. And I haven't always done the nice thing for the orphans, but I'm trying to help a lady find her baby.
Are you with those three on the inside?
With is a very strong word. You know, after the verse, I don't really closely associate with others. I'm just not comfortable with it. The verse.
Well, what exactly do you want?
I want to save this baby because I feel bad about the things that I have done.
We gotta roll some dice tonight. Except you want to roll some dice?
I'm gonna be O for cute's sake.
And you're like, this is a heartfelt
I'm like full Puss in Boots eyes, like I'm crying. I've got my little hat in my hand, you know. I'm like, I've turned over a new leaf. You know, after reading Sleeves of Grass, I realized that the existential crisis of one vegetable is that of all of us. And that one man's journey in pain can be all man's journey in pain. If I knew what a man was, because they don't exist in the world, they're like dragons.
Or horses.
Or horses.
So tell us what O for cute's sake does.
O for cute's sake is it is my quirk that and I'm gonna be using it boldly. My cuteness boldly. When I'm trying to persuade somebody that I should be helped or using them in a personality, they just break down to my general cuteness and must submit.
What does that do mechanically?
It's gonna give me 2 dice.
2 extra dice.
2 dice.
Okay.
2 dice.
So you're rolling. What's your bold number?
My bold number is 4. I'm a very bold.
All right.
I'm a very bold vole.
4 plus 2.
Uh-huh.
And are you ringing your hat as well for another 2 dice?
No, not the hat yet. I'm trying to be smart about it, and whenever I try to be smart about things, but when I have to use the hat, I'll put the thinking cap on.
Excellent.
Okay.
From where I'm standing, am I allowed to be helpful to him?
Absolutely. You can role play yourselves into the situation.
Yeah.
Seeing her walk out.
Yep. And you all walk out.
I did say I was heading out.
Does Bonnie seem like if she had a little drink, she'd be more cooperative? Or is she a lover of art and artists? Or is she just a little famished and could use a little nosh? Like, which of you are offering?
She needs a cigarette and a giant block of cheese. That's what needs to happen.
All right, so that's what Hamwise is offering. What are you offering this situation, Highball?
Well, I think I'm just gonna pass on helping out the helping out with that. I think Hamwise got this.
Okay, and Donatello, do you want to?
Every cop loves a good donut and a cup of coffee. And boy, have I got both.
All right, if you will offer her a warm shoulder and a coffee, then I will definitely take your help, because we don't talk about the cannibalism, Hamwise. We don't talk about the cannibalism.
I just said cheese. I didn't say whose cheese it was.
Ow! You got me.
All right.
Didn't even say
This is why
eating.
I'm a terrible criminal. This is why I'm a terrible criminal, Michelle. You
who
caught
ended
me
up-
so easily.
Who ended up helping after that?
Donatello is
Donatello, all right.
lending his donut charms.
Then you get a card.
All right.
And Seppi gets an extra die.
I'll take it because my rolling is terrible. Okay, so
Are we both allowed to help? Because I can add 2d6 to the roll.
No, only
next
one.
time.
Only
person
one
can
may
help.
add.
No, next time. Okay. I like everybody helping. I think that's great. It's
Bring my sprinkles and comfortable.
And if I'm not mistaken, if nobody helps, doesn't Mark get to draw a card?
Yes,
I do,
right.
because I can win too.
Yes,
saying.
Mark can win too. What is my target number?
Your
Mark?
target number against Bonnie is a 5.
Oh God, she hates me.
I'm
so
sorry I
much.
make you roll 5s every time.
She hates me so much.
You just
that's
choose the most
justified.
difficult targets.
I feel so bad about what last time. So I got 3 6s, 2 4s, a 3, and a 2.
Excellent. So that is what we call a good success, where you succeed and something good extra comes out of that success. So
I look at her
cuteness-
with these big eyes. I'm like, Bonnie, trust must start somewhere. Trust. If you cannot trust me, trust the me who trusts you.
And she nods. Okay. Maybe I can do that. So you need help with the missing baby.
I'm going to assume everybody caught me up on some of the details as we huddle around out of the lamplight.
Yep.
And I'm like,
and Robbie, the lighter boy, comes to light the lamp and just gets shoot away
with his little cat paws and his scarf. Just adorable. I just look at him like, I want to be that cute. Bonnie, is this Snow Pea upper crust or royal security?
No, the Snow Pea is definitely upper crust. The interviewee had no idea who it was. My intel, my paperwork suggests that it's Jimmy Sugar.
Give me some sugar, baby.
Jimmy some sugar.
Jimmy some sugar, baby. This sounds very dangerous. Is Jimmy, and I look at Highball, a cultist or an orphan baker?
I haven't heard about any orphan baking. Is there something I should know?
Never mind. This is not on my watch. Not on my watch. Yeah. No. Yeah.
But there are a lot of cults going around these days. He could be in one. But I do know that he works at the university.
Oh. Okay. I look like everything is now falling into line in my brain, and then I look up at Donatello and I go, I'm spent. I've got nothing. You got to save me.
No worries.
So like and I pet Bonnie's hand like that would do something, and then I realize I'm not
Making
really
it
good with
worse.
human.
Pulls it away.
I'm
No,
not
thank
really
you.
good.
No thanks.
I'm not really good here either. And I realize and I just sort of call up the little ball and wonder what the lamplighter kid is, the Link boy, is doing.
So I'm pretty sure I identified the Snow Pea as Jimmy Sugar. He is not the dean of the Mechanical Corners University, but one of the deans of Mechanical Corners University. The carrot, I do not know. The white cloak means nothing. It's cold. People wear cloaks. I don't recognize the symbol that it was Miss Brassica, right? I don't recognize the symbol that she described.
Silver with the weird symbol in the vines.
Well, perhaps the librarian at the university would be more educated on these matters. But, Bonnie, we appreciate your diligent work and excellent papercraft. If we get to the bottom of this and it's in your interest, we'll be sure to give you the clues needed to solve the case or to forget all about it, whichever you please.
It would be in my interest to solve it, but unfortunately, I'm stuck doing paperwork for the next 3 months. So,
well, consider us your hands and feet, roaming about the city, solving crime on your behalf, all due to your diligent hard work, keeping those papers right in order.
Solving crime, not committing them. Right, Yavol?
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
We're only
sure.
reacquiring that which was misappropriated.
Yeah, Bonnie. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
She nods curtly at the four of you and walks off. And before she enters the constabulary, she turns and says, I wouldn't count out cults.
I look at Highball.
Any cults near Bacon Street?
Well, Bonnie, we don't like to jump to
liquid?
conclusions.
You see the liquid in
Liquid drain.
Highball starts you see ripples in there, like he's shivering a little bit. You don't see him shiver. You just see the liquid shiver. I think I might need to get some Fireball. It's a little cold out here.
As the four of you move on from the constabulary, I am going to reward each and every one of you 1 card for good roleplay.
Woohoo!
Ooh, I get a card?
I should probably shuffle these before I grab one.
That's true.
Oh, I'm also awarding myself 1 for good roleplay.
There you go.
Oh,
For game master, good game master.
Oh, wow. That's both true and not fair. Oh. So is this
are we
considered
drawing
end
the
of the
cards,
scene?
or are you drawing the cards?
You draw it from your deck.
You draw
Okay.
your, yeah. Yes, this is the end of a scene.
Do I tell you?
No, you don't tell
just
anybody.
You keep
Just
it
hide
secret.
it. Set it aside and hide it from everyone.
Keep it secret. Hamwise is keeping it secret and keeping it safe.
Yeah.
Hold, yes, you got to hold those close to your chest.
In between my porky bits.
Whoa. Porky and bits? That sounds a little.
All right, so the university is actually on Bacon Street. So if you wanted to check out the scene of the crime, it is on the way, but it has been a few days and it had snowed since, so there might not really be much to find here.
Anybody have any investigation quirks? I can help you out.
No, but I'd still like to go and
Really?
take a looky see.
Yeah, any angle can be used for any role. You just have to convince me that you are
That it
doing
makes
it in
sense.
that fashion. Yeah.
When we walk away from the constabulary, you see the area where Yavol was standing, and he walked away from it, and it's just in big bold letters. Yeah.
Did you write that in this?
I did. I have a flaw, and my flaw is calling card. And whenever I'm up to something, I have to leave my calling card, and my calling card is
yeah.
So I left right there for
As long
Bonnie
as
to
you
see.
wrote it with your finger and not something else.
No, I do it with my little galoshes feet.
Yeah, not your nose, not your little nose, your little whiskery nose.
No. I'm
too
trying
cold.
to keep my nose clean. I'm on a good path now.
Try to keep your nose clean.
Art has inspired me that I can be a new me, and the smell of bacon always encourages the best behavior out of me. So these are my new friends, plus the cultist.
Let's not do any no cultist. By the way, any previous games that have been mentioned tonight, the links, you can watch them all on Fight in a Box's YouTube. Anybody watching, you can watch all of them and get some of the insider references.
Some of them.
I have followed. You follow too.
Don't watch Mondays.
That's the first one I posted. That's the first
Don't
one.
watch Mondays.
The only reason to watch Mondays is to see the face that Mark gives when he dies a little bit inside.
Multiple times.
I was so good.
So many parts of me died that
I was
night.
not the problem.
My innocence.
Pistol whip the next guy that says shenanigans.
Shenanigans?
No.
Thank you for that, audience.
That's amazing. Okay.
So how do I investigate the area for any sign of the pin and or bassinet?
Okay. So
investigate the area.
So we're going to the festival grounds of Bacon Street?
Yeah. So it's on the way to the university.
Is this one of those ones that's on the ice? Or is this one's like in the streets or in a park? Which festival area are we talking?
So it is on the streets. You walk the cobblestone streets. There are tall brownstones on either side of the street. A couple days ago during the festival, there were lots of tents set up with vendors. Right now, because I actually have this written out, Bacon Street is still alive with activity. Its narrow lanes are lined with wooden shop fronts glowing with candlelight behind frosted glass. The scent of roasting nuts and spices fills the air, mingling with the tang of wood smoke from bakery ovens. String lights crisscross above the street, twinkling like fallen stars, while merchants in thick wool coats and aprons call out their wares. A trio of street musicians plays a lively tune on a violin, accordion, and a battered tin whistle, their breath visible with every note.
Why is the tin whistle battered?
It's seen some things.
It doesn't need to be fried.
I look at you guys. Do some of us want to maybe talk to the musicians, some to the bakers, and maybe the shop owners, see if they saw anything?
I would love if somebody had like a McDonald's pie whistle instead.
like a slide flute.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah, exactly. So we are on Bacon Street. Do I feel like the whiff of nostalgia attacking my face? The gorgeous smoky and hickory aspect of the wind. I go, I'm ready to solve it.
Yeah, this all seems good, yeah. So, I think the alleyway where the carrot disappeared, like, who would keep a Vol company?
I'll go with you. Yeah, I think that maybe if we're to find something that's isolated to our criminals, it would be in a place where others would not tread, which climbing over a wall does qualify.
And that's did I get the story right that the carrot hopped over a wall?
Yep.
And then dropped the bag?
Excellent. Yep. So
we must think like thieves, which will not be very hard.
That is
and plan our route of escape.
Yavol and Donatello head down an alley. What do Hamwise and Highball do?
I survey the area of the festival grounds, looking for. I mean, we'll see if there are any tracks where maybe the bassinet could have been, but they might be trodden over with footprints already. But looking for any clue, any hint or sniff of cabbage, the bassinet, or the brooch.
Excellent. Let's get one roll for each set of you. Who would like to roll each one?
Okay.
What do you want
before we roll,
yeah,
I want to boost up Donatello so he can get a better vantage point with his artist eye and understanding angles. If he is up on this fence that they have up over, he'll probably, he might have offered to boost me up, but that's obviously demeaning, and I would not do that.
You'd never.
We all stand upon the shoulders of giants, my friend.
I'm very tiny.
So I would be happy to stand upon yours.
That sounds like Yavol is helping on Donatello's roll.
Just don't be looking at my fill hole.
How can I not? How can I not?
It's so delicious.
It does hide sweet goodness. I admit.
Like then, yeah. Okay.
All right, so
I want to ask
we get an
questions,
extra
but I'm
die
not going to
on
ask
the roll.
questions.
Okay.
No.
And how are you going about looking? Are you being practical, sweeping every corner?
I think I will be practical. I mean, it is difficult for a donut to adopt this type of attitude, but meticulous craftsmanship is extremely important. So I imagine the scene as if the world of art should have it be, because life imitates art. And so I imagine exactly how I would capture the thief's escape in stone. That's obviously how it must have happened. And we go from there.
Excellent.
All right, so I get an extra
I am
dice.
just very grateful for being in the presence of genius.
Yep, an extra die for Yavol's help. Except so I grabbed a card, right?
Oh, I have not.
I rolled 6 dice, so.
And we need a 4.
I have many of those. I have 4 at 4 or greater.
Okay, so that is going to be a fantastic success. That means that you get to succeed and have something great happen, or a regular success, plain old flat success, and you get an extra card.
I think we need clues at the moment, so I'm going to go with fantastic success.
Okay.
And you can choose to narrate it yourself, or you can choose to ask Mark, like, however you feeling. Like, this is the kind of game where you are able to work
in control
with
of your
your
I would prefer the mystery to reveal itself to me.
Excellent.
I have described the way in which I do it, but what I discover, I'll leave up to you.
So Donatello stands on Yavol's shoulders, assessing this alley, noticing buttresses and the craftsmanship of the cast iron fences, the work that went into designing the architecture of the buildings surrounding you, even the almost menial work of laying the cobblestones down and the patterns that the artisans created on the ground. And as you look, you notice something out of place. The cast iron railing with spikes on the top of it. This is obviously where this carrot jumped over. The snake was unable to. It's higher than your normal eye height, but with you on Yavol's shoulders, you can see the top edge of it. And caught in one of the iron spikes, there's a bit of fluff, like white fuzz, probably from a cloak. With that, you see a scrape of vegetable, like this carrot hurt himself as he jumped over. There's just like a little shaving of
a curl, as it were,
a curl of pale, like a light yellow carrot. And on the other side, where this carrot would have dropped down, just out of arm's reach if you reach through, especially out of Yavol's arm reach because he's a little tiny guy, you see the brooch, shining silver in the twinkling lights that are hanging over Bacon Street.
I grab the top of the wall, reach down with my other hand. Give me your hand, Yavol. Evidence awaits.
Meanwhile,
are you boosting me over the wall, or am I boosting you over the wall?
Well, I'm grabbing the top of the wall and then reaching down with my other hand to pull you up and over.
All right. Well, I have to climb up your leg to get to your hand, but I do that.
You'll be all glazed up in no time.
Not again. No, not again.
Don't stick your galoshes in his fill hole.
No, I ignore all of that because I am here to save this child.
Eyes on the prize, my friend. Eyes on the prize.
Maybe just a sprinkle. Maybe just a sprinkle of.
All right, and then I collect these 3 objects at Donatello's guidance.
Okay. Meanwhile, back in the square, Highball and Hamwise are searching for further clues.
Yes.
Who wants to roll?
I was going to roll carefully, but if you want to roll, I can help you with 2d6.
I can also help you.
With?
Well, let's see here.
Same thing.
And
A positive attitude.
I can help you with an additional
You're
dice.
doing a great job.
But I can also help by decreasing the difficulty.
That rule has actually changed, and you both have the same helpful.
Well, then I can also help you.
He's a legacy. He's a legacy.
Yeah, you know what? You can keep your legacy ability. Yeah, you can make the roll
he's a
easier.
legacy. Let Highball. Has Highball gone on more adventures than anybody, or is it Peabody?
It's Highball and Peas are probably tied at this point.
Let's see. I let him keep the legacy ability.
And you both have that ability. So I've played with that so many times that I've realized it needs to be
nerfed
a little bit.
Well, here's how I would help. I would help because I just slosh around and get rid of some of that snow with that, the alcohol, because that doesn't freeze. That just melts the snow away. So I could help clear the area fairly well. Meanwhile, making everybody else around me, a little libated.
That always works.
There's some crusty breads just soaking it up.
That's right.
If there are any cheeses, just try fermenting them a bit.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
how I would help.
Fermentation. Well, it sounds like you're accepting Highball's help, which is an extra 2 dice.
Yes.
And then Highball gets a card.
Excellent.
So 3d6. Oh, that's bad.
We need a 4 or higher.
And you gave me 2, Nick? 2 more? Oh, crazy! I only rolled a 5 once. Everything else was 1s and 2s.
So
impressive.
1 is still a success, but it's what we call a costly win. So, as the 2 of you are looking for further clues in this square where there's this little band playing off in a corner and people selling their stuff out of little stalls. You find you don't find any tracks or anything because it's been a few days. The snow has melted over and fresh snow has fallen on top. You do spot the word is not manning because they're not human. You spot working at one of the stalls a deer, a female deer, and I think with your costly win, one of those, so Highball's liquids just going everywhere, and
set stuff on fire.
It's not that hyper.
It's kind of starting a little bit of a party here. Things are getting a little rowdy.
We'll get around. That's right.
As the food stuff are just soaking it up, soaking up the alcohol. It's not getting cooked off. They're used to having it get cooked off. It's not. And things have begun to get a little bit loud on the square. And I think before long, somebody's probably going to come to try and shut it down.
No.
Oh no! I mean, that's what Rome always does. Sorry.
Shall we hurry over? Hurry over, quick! Stop sloshing.
Sorry. Well, aren't we having a great time? That band's really good. I should hire them. Wait, what are we doing?
I point to the doe, a deer, a female deer.
Is that our witness right there?
We're gonna find out.
And you walk up. Yeah.
What is she selling? What is she doing?
She is selling
pipes for sale.
Jerky.
I want to say like
she's
little
jerky.
selling jerky. No, she's selling little pots with like succulents in them, like little homemade pots and typical craft fair stuff.
Ugh, she's a crystal collector. So sad.
What's wrong with that?
There are a couple hanging from her antler, or I guess she doesn't have antlers, but there's a couple hanging from her
ears,
head area. She's wearing crystals. She's all bundled up in the cold.
Highball, now that you've stopped sloshing, would you like to interrogate her or should I do it? I have rolled very badly last time, so it's up to if you want, you do it and I'll
walk up all friendly. Well, hello there. Hi.
Hi, welcome.
I see you've
Let
got
me know
all
if you have any questions.
You've got all manner of plants in this wonderful weather. How do you keep them warm?
Well, this is my shop right back here. When they're not out here, they're inside.
I mean, when people buy them on the way out, of course.
I wrap them up and put them in a paper basket and hope that they don't.
And as I turn, I go, "Oh my! You have quite the view of the street out there, don't you?"
Oh yeah, I see pretty much everything that goes on the street.
Oh, did you see the incident I hear about? Word on the street,
Oh yeah,
somebody's child was kidnapped.
Oh, terrible things. No, I saw the whole thing. Yep.
Oh, did you now? Oh, tell me. I'm a fan of gossip.
Well, I saw this little purple cabbage, beautiful lady with her baby pushing a little stroller, and then out of nowhere, this guy wearing all white. He's got his hood up. I can barely see him. He just grabs her purse, and they have a little tussle. And while that's happening, somebody just comes up and grabs the baby. Cute little purple guy just grabs him. And he just walks off and just blends into the crowd and he just disappears. I tried to call for the police, but there were no bobbies on the street at the time.
Well, shake my shake.
I don't think very many other people saw it. And if they did, they certainly didn't care. I don't know.
Did you get a good look at the one chasing? I heard it was some sort of a vegetable type.
I think they were both vegetables, but again, I didn't get a
Do you think they were
good
working
look
together?
at the guy in the cloak.
Do you think they were working together?
I bet they were.
Why do you
I'd
think
put 5 curds on that?
Why would they want to have just the little one like that? Go through all of that just for the little one? That's insane.
Well, I heard
which way they went.
I've heard rumors about how they get the head of lettuce securities, but I don't think this has anything to do with that.
Oh. Well, which way did they go? Do you think they work with anyone?
Well, the purse snatching guy went down that alley. Didn't see him after that. The other one walked over that way towards the university, disappeared into the crowd.
Really?
I don't trust anybody wearing all white anymore. Not after 3 days ago. Won't sell them anything.
Must have been Labor Day.
Oh, by the way, this is my friend here. This is Hamwise.
Hi, Hamwise. And you are?
Oh, my name is Highball. I work at an establishment downtown.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of it. It's getting real busy here. What?
Oh, they're just having a little party. That band out there is just fabulous.
Yeah, it's not normally this busy this time of night. These people are getting a little rowdy.
Yeah, they're ready to rumble.
I don't know if I like rumbling.
Before she mouses away, I very kindly ask her, so you said something about some rumors that you heard the other day about something going on?
Oh, the head of lettuce security thing? No, it's just people talking.
Oh, really? What did those people say?
It's really just people talking. It's not important.
Nick, give her a drink. Give her a drink.
Yeah, I just go, you don't think it could be involved in any way, shape, or form? Or are you just saying that
unlikely?
Or do you think that that's just something you might be worried to get around?
That's just a little Easter egg I threw in there.
Okay. Just this is just me going, I think that's Mark's way of saying that has nothing to do with it.
Nope.
Listen, Chekhov's gun. If you put it in the scene, I'm going to assume it's important. And now I'm going to ask you 50 questions.
Listen, I tell you what, they say,
every time one of the head of lettuce securities goes missing, you know, the royal, the chief of the royal guard and all that, well, another one just pops up out of the ground and they go missing all the time. I swear this is completely irrelevant to everything that you're doing. But they say that they've got a secret nursery behind the royal palace where they just grow these heads of lettuce securities, and sometimes they say that they, you know, take the babies. But that has nothing to do with this.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with this.
It has zero to do with this.
Zero.
I will.
Easter egg.
Well, we really have the choice of this woman who says they have nothing to do with it, and Bonnie, who also says there's nothing to do with it. And if there's only one of them would be lying, but Bonnie is pretty reputable. So we got to assume that that was just a backstory bit that no one needs to know about. That is a distraction.
I will take out one of my little business cards and I'll write free drink on the back.
You said highball. Do you own highballs, or do you own red herring?
I do own highballs, and I slide it over and I say, you know, you should stop by sometime. I'll give you a free drink on the house.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, was there anything else that you thought was out of
highball? The cultists. Oh,
was there anything else that might have been out of the ordinary about that little one that you just forgot about, or might not have told the Bonnie Bobbas? Bonnie Bobbas. Sorry, I've had a few to drink.
You are a few to drink.
Well, I am. I am a tall glass. What can I say?
Well, let me think. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of sales tonight.
Nick, put some fucking curds on the counter,
man.
Put some curds on the counter.
I will buy some crystals. Something decorative, if I may, for the shop.
What do they look like?
They're literally just like a set, because the highball doesn't really know what they're for. So they're probably a set of long crystal wands of different pieces that are probably meant for like divining or something else. But he's gonna put them up as wind chimes because he doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
But he doesn't say
selenite. Yeah, you've got good taste. Those ones will bring you luck. And your luck in business.
Well, that sounds good to me.
So yeah.
I feel like this woman her name should be Dolores, and I should be going, okay, tell your folks I says hi. Okay, bye. Watch out for deer.
No, it would be Dolores. It would be Dolores.
Oh, it's Dolores. Oh, so good.
Maybe that's her last name.
Yeah.
Jane Dolores. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, thanks very much. Okay, bye now. Okay.
No, don't go quite yet. So, yeah, I told you about those two that I saw, and I gotta say that I keep a good eye out. Never know when there's gonna be no good nicks around here. So, there was one more person. They didn't do anything. So I didn't talk about them to the police. They were really fancy looking. They were a what was it? A winter squash. They're just standing there, but I'm pretty sure by the way that they were looking, they looked like they went with, wearing all white, whole deal. Yeah, he had a little something around his neck. I don't know what it was.
Was it possibly something look maybe like vines? Some sort of symbol with vines?
It could be. He was far away, but from where he was, he saw the whole thing. If the police didn't interview him, then I don't know.
Very interesting. Well, we'll have to go after this.
Real fancy looking guy.
How fancy? Like
full white suit. He was dressed for the weather. Yeah, he had this gray thing with fur around it. Definitely upper crust.
So we have
he just stood there, didn't do anything.
He just stood there watching.
Well, from what I understand,
and then I watched it.
Was all fancy as well.
Well, I watched as the thief with the purse ran away, and then when I looked back, he was gone. And so was the baby by that point. But
Well, thank you for your time. I hope these crystals come in very helpful.
oh, you're gonna love them.
Make sure to stop by sometime.
Oh, I will.
Oh, romance.
down and you can
Dolores.
Sit back and relax.
I definitely do love Dolores. I do. I love her so much.
Dolores.
Archie. Okay, bye now. Okay.
All right, okay, bye.
See you
Have a
down
good
at
night.
Moe's for
I'll
some walleye.
I'll look at
Come on
hammers.
back.
Perhaps we should go and look for the others. This is pertinent information.
The square is getting busy. It's getting rowdy. Mostly foodstuffs, dancing in the center to the song of this little band in the corner who's getting more tips than they've ever gotten before.
Are they playing rumba?
They are. They are now.
Are the potatoes mashing?
Yeah, they absolutely are. And as
Are
you
the
head-
onions getting diced?
Well, the peppers are definitely grinding, so.
Oh, I'm not
It's
living
quite the
that
social
adventure.
mixer.
I'm not living that adventure
Spicy.
twice in a week. We're moving
Yep.
on, people. We're moving
the two
on.
of you go down the alley where you find Donatello and Yavol on the other side of a fence.
Did you guys get that carrot shaving bit?
Yep.
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 We've
Okay.
collected some very telling evidence, I do think. So, should we find our culprit, we can nail them to the wall.
Culprits. There might be 3 of them.
You don't say.
That's true.
A winter squash?
A winter
This
squash.
complicates
squash.
things.
Another.
Almost like a Gordian knot.
I was trying to think of a squash
Oh.
pun earlier and I couldn't think of it.
Oh.
I got you covered.
Thanks.
No
You
problem.
win, Sig. You win.
That was such a good one.
Okay.
I-
Okay.
I feel ill, but impressed at the same time.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
God.
Are the 3 of you heading to the university next? Is that
So
I do believe so, yeah.
we do realize that all 3 of them are winter vegetables.
Mm.
All 3 of
I
the
am
culprits are
seeing
winter
a
vegetables.
pattern.
There is a pattern.
Okay.
And all of them
This-
were wearing white.
This white fluff.
Mhm.
Is it wool, fur, hair,
wool?
mane?
Moss,
wool.
mold.
Oh, it's wool. Okay. I'm gonna put that in there.
Like probably from a cloak.
Okay. Okay.
That got-
put that.
got caught.
Putting that away.
Put that away for later.
Yeah. Okay. And shiny brooch.
Shiny brooch.
Show everybody shiny brooch. Okay, no takers. Okay.
What did the brooch look like? What did the brooch look like?
All right, I'll bring it
It's-
back up.
It's an oval. Around the edges are vines with large, like, pumpkin-y leaves. In the center, there is a 3 pronged, very pointy crown. All of that is made out of vines.
Do we recognize this at all?
I'll put that.
You don't, but you might be able to research it at the university library.
Put that away. Okay, and then the sliver of carrot flesh.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
Do we
that
need to
up in
preserve that?
I'll
little-
roll
a
that
little
up into a
scroll?
little
Just
swirl.
throw it in the thing, just a little preservation right there.
I'm gonna do that. We're gonna swirl it, and then we're gonna stuff it into the snow, and then we're gonna drop it into the boop.
How advanced is this university? Can
Like a
we
jar of
do
ice
can
right
we do
there.
like vegetable DNA testing, like germination?
No,
No.
we're in the late 1800s, early 1900s.
I mean, it is the kind of
You
evidence
could-
that the bunnies are going to appreciate, I think. So,
Yeah, it is. They're gonna taste it and know who the culprit is.
Should
They might
we go
eat the
back
evidence.
to Bonnie first, or should we go to the university?
Oh no, we got to go to the university.
Yeah, Bonnie can't do anything.
Yeah.
We got to go to the university. We got to help Bonnie out, and the only way we can do that is liberate her from the incompetence and apathy surrounding her.
Yeah. So Donatella hops back over the fence. Yavul never needed to hop and just squeezes through the bars, and you all head to the university.
that just registered that he never needed to go over the
Exactly. Just like Rizzo. My jelly beans.
It's the bit from the
Yeah,
Muppet
from
Christmas
Muppet
Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
You didn't need to jump over? No, why?
Why?
God, you are such an idiot.
Shh. The Mechanical Corners University is vast. Even at this time of night, there are students coming to and fro from the library, auditorium, and various classes. There are minions here and there pushing brooms, sweeping the snow off of paths. Professors in their professorial robes walking here and there. The library, as you head there, is this sort of ornate building in Greco-Roman style, with columns and a large statue of one of the first deans of the university out front. It's big roll, and yep, you head in. Things that we are researching here. We're looking into the brooch. Is there anything else important that needs to be discovered? Are we looking into
who that winter squash is?
Or Jimmy Sugar, who works at the school?
Yeah,
Give me some sugar, baby.
Find, we
he's
could
the snow pea,
yeah, figure out where they're at so we could confront them.
Yeah.
Should we do
So
our
we
research,
have
research
so
before that?
We have a research team and then we have a people team.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Who wants to be on the research team and who wants to be on the people team?
I still have. Well, I could do either. I still have my helpful quirk that hasn't been used yet.
We should have a helpful on each team.
Yeah, let's do a buddy swap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will go with Highball.
We can go do research and let the other two go talk to people.
Yeah. Let the other two. Well, let's go do some research.
Okay.
Super cop team of pork and donuts.
And you have the Adam Anyhow, so there you go.
Yep. So Highball and Yavol head into the library, and Donatello and Hamwise scout the campus. How would you two like to scout? What are you looking for? Talking to students, professors.
The people we're looking for were wearing robes. So maybe are they the same robes? Do they look? Well,
no,
well,
these are like dark.
Okay.
Professor robes with like the colored stoles and all, like, the stuff that they wear during graduation. They wear all the time here. But there's also an abundance of minions doing menial tasks for little to no kurds around, who you might be able to ask some questions.
Okay. So we can ask them about Jimmy Sugar. Ask them about maybe if they've seen any winter squash on the campus. And I guess you guys are researching the brooch, so maybe we won't ask about that.
All right.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to let Hamwise lead the conversation. Well, perhaps with the regular workers, since I don't fit into that world so well. But what I could help with is I could chisel out a likeness, an artistic likeness of the pea, the carrot, and the squash, so that we can use it. Have you seen these figures?
That's great.
Instead of a photograph.
Yeah. Since you're doing that, you are basically using your signature item instead of adding the single die like you would normally for helping. Let's add 2 dice, and then you get your card. And then
alrighty.
As are there any non-foodstuff minions about?
Sure.
Those are the ones we will talk to.
Okay. You find a minion who is they've got this really, really huge light bulb in their hands. It's very old-timey. Probably one of the first light bulbs that's going up in the university. They've got a big light bulb. They've got a ladder in the other hand. The center of them is this sort of bubble filled with water. And inside there's a tiny crab.
And this is their person.
This is what they are, yeah. The rest of them is they've got robotic arms and legs. There's gears whirring and turning, and you can hear internal mechanisms ticking like a clock as they walk down the pathway.
I approach said crab and do the international sign of crab friend.
They look at the ladder under one arm, the light bulb, and the other one, and kind of shrug. And then the interior crab does that.
I say that we are new on the campus, and we have been sent here to ask a few questions about.
Yeah. Walk with me.
All right, so we're doing the walk and talk. We're doing the walk and talk.
So walking sideways.
He's walking
yes,
sideways.
Are we scuttling?
Yeah.
All right, so as we're scuttling, I ask, have you seen these figures? And I point to Donatello's artistic renditions of the figures that we are looking for.
Yeah, is that Dean Sugar? The Snow Pea there, yeah?
It certainly might be. Can you tell us where his office is?
Well, he's the dean of the fine arts department. So, I'd point, but
Donatello did it. He's been in it on the whole time.
the crab inside points. It's that big building over there.
And what of the winter squash figure?
No idea.
You seen anybody like that around here?
Maybe some students, but not quite what this sculpture is describing.
Any unusual deliveries of baby formula, diapers, or other items?
No, I don't really handle the loading dock, but I haven't heard about anything like that.
Soil and fertilizer.
Anyone carrying small brassicas around?
I mean, I haven't seen any cauliflower or anything, if you've been asking, but if you're asking that, but no, I don't think so.
There are any other questions you want to ask him, Donatello?
How about this brooch you can see if you look in the fine details of the figures and admire the graceful quality with which I've rendered them?
Very nice.
Have you seen this symbol anywhere on campus?
Not much for art, but let me take a close look at that. Well, I may have seen that in the fine arts department, but I could be wrong.
Or you could be right. We will go and check.
Yeah, I mean, lots of things happen on campus here, and I don't see all of them, but pretty sure what you're looking for is like that dean. I do think he's maybe a painter or something like that.
It's always the painters.
Art is evil.
sets up the ladder and starts climbing up.
What's that? Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
I do the international symbol of thank you for your time, which is snip, 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 snip.
He gives one snip, snip back. that means anytime.
Shall we reconvene with friends before going off to see the dean or confront him or perhaps to the fine arts department?
Ah, yes. Crime is always better with friends.
Meanwhile, in the library, Highball and Yavol are searching through the stacks, trying to find anything on this crown symbol.
Yeah.
Who's rolling? What would you like to roll? How do you search?
So a highball is great with people, and I'm not. But I understand what section of the stacks we need to go to. We're gonna get a library minion to help us out. Be very
Usually you pay double for that kind of action, Cotton.
Usually you do.
We're gonna be really practical about this. I put on my hat. I'm like, okay, highball. All right.
All right.
Yeah. This is it, yeah. This is everything. This is the key, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you yeah. Yeah. I yeah.
Oh, you yeah. I
Yeah. You yeah.
I
So
I feel like this is a Minnesota nightmare. Everybody just going,
Yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you sure, you betcha. Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
Oh,
I know I wasn't bourbon yesterday.
So using highball's help, we're gonna round up a couple of minions and we're gonna ask them sort of where in the stacks does this fall more under religious iconography, or does this fall more under house heraldry? And between those two, the like are convening like multiple little stack bots
And
together.
to help, I elbow you. I go, or occultists.
Or cultists.
I see you're using your hat.
Yeah, my thinking cap.
It's your symbol of resistance as well. Are you like trying to find allies in the Minion Liberation Front?
Yes, I want people who understand the upper crust is here to make everybody miserable. And the symbol of the resistance, I'm putting this on, and then
excellent.
And if we can crack this case, everybody's hearts will be more free, and that is really what I'm looking for.
Excellent.
And then I will take Highball's help if Highball wants a card.
Highball will definitely help you.
So Highball will round up the minions, so I get 2 dice, hat dice, and we're being practical about this.
With Highball's legacy quirk, that is a 3 that you need.
5, yet another 5.
No, you need a 3.
A 3.
A
Right.
3.
But you only get 1 dice from me, not 2 dice, right?
That's true.
You only get 1 dice, not 2 dice.
Well, I'm gonna take out these 3 dice, which weren't 3s. I got 5 3s.
5 3s. That's incredible. That is a fantastic success. Something great happens. Do you want something great, or do you want a card?
I want a card this time.
We got a raid coming in from Death's Joker. Welcome in, my friends. Thank you for the support.
Welcome all.
Welcome in,
Hello.
everybody. We are playing the Mechanical Corners RPG, which you can get now on Kickstarter. We are playing with some amazing people: Sigfried Trent, game designer,
and me,
Michelle Franklin, author, Mark, who is the designer of this game, Seppi, who is
happy to be here.
So welcome on in,
He's a
Raiders.
mascot.
Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you so much, Death Joker. We loves you. We're going to continue with the game. I appreciate the support. If you are curious about the Kickstarter, I will get a link for you all here in just a moment while Seppi and Mark continue this role. Guys, go check out Death's Joker. Plays a lot of Dead by Daylight and other games on stream here. So thank you so much.
All right. We'll get back to Highball in a second because I'm curious how exactly he helped. But Yavol gets the salute of the resistance. What does that look like, Seppi? Yep, that's the salute of the resistance from one of the minions, who nods at you and says, "What do you got? What are we looking for? Who can we take down?"
Brothers. Yeah, brothers.
And you show the brooch.
A snow pea, a winter squash, and a carrot walked into a bar. Oh no, that's the different. Yeah. They had this symbol. They stole a baby.
They stole a baby.
They stole a baby.
This minion takes the brooch that you hand them in their 3-fingered like talon.
These are
claw.
all minions?
Yeah, they're all minions gathered around you right now. This one is a humanoid body, all robots with gears in the center. wearing an apron and a belt with all of their library tools for repairing books, because that's what they do here. And perched atop a little stand on top of the minion's neck is an owl. And
with a little beret.
Yes, they are also wearing a little red beret. And they said, yeah, this is a religious symbol. I've seen this before. Hold on. Actually, you know what?
It is cultist.
He swivels his head 360. Yeah, follow me. Making sure nobody's looking. And takes you back into the stacks. He starts with his little 3-clawed hand, starts going through the titles, looking, and finds something. And he pulls out a book. It's in here. He opens it up on a table and starts flipping through until you see an etching, an old etching, that has a version of this symbol. You see the 3-tiered crown made of twisting vines, the vines surrounding it, the oval of it with their big pumpkin-y leaves, and above it you see the words, "The Winter King." There's a little prophecy that goes along with this. Go ahead and read it. It says, "The Winter King, so small, so bright, shall bring the world to endless night.
It's Cabbage
The weak
Jesus.
shall spoil. The weak shall spoil, the strong endure, and only cold shall keep us pure. We hail the king so crisp, so nice, with frozen crown and heart of ice. For when he wakes, as is foretold, the world shall be forever cold." Is that what you're looking for?
I look up at Highball and I'm like, "It's you. You do this." And then I say, "I think we should hurry, yeah?"
Yeah. We should find our friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't like to destroy nice things, but
Except for orphans.
They're not worth anything.
Hurts my heart. I'm like, I take out a little piece of paper. I do this kind of thing. Like I write down the important information so I remember it. I thank the Owl Mac, and I do the and then I'm like, "Long live the resistance."
Long live
Long live resistance.
Long live resistance.
I do it too. I'm a minion.
Okay, and so we go to try to find our artist and our
And as we're running back, I look over, but you're not a minion. I say, just between the two of us.
Yeah, that way they will never expect me, brother. Or maybe I'm just minion on the inside.
And as you're leaving, they are coming in, and you bump into each other right at the doors.
Friends! Dangers afoot, but I think we know where it will be washing itself off.
I was going to say, if we bump into Donatello, does like a little of his inside
Or is it
just a squirt? Yeah, you get sprinkles on you. That's kind of a problem.
Ooh.
They're everywhere.
Eyeball takes a deep, not breath, but swig, I guess, and goes, "The Yavol was white. It might be a cult."
A cult, you say?
Ooh. A cult, you say?
How chilling.
You're in this rotunda and it just echoes. A cult, a cult, a cult, a cult.
Friends, we should take this outside. Highball will explain as more quietly as we walk outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, friend. Yes.
Yeah. So I start you know, I as I say quietly, of course, my little galoshes squeak, 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 water like all the way down the hallway, squeak, 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 squeak.
We'll explain the religious iconography of the brooch and about the theory of the Winter King putting everything to freeze to keep them crisp while everything else spoils. The longest of nights and the coldest of winters, which explains the.
All right, so that makes me think they stole more than. This makes me think they stole more than one baby.
This makes me think maybe the baby they think is the king.
Maybe like a winter cabbage. You know, prophesized baby born at a certain time. Like I expect them to have multiple babies.
Oh, fair enough.
So I start looking for ways for us to stash babies. I'm like, I can barely hold one baby because I'm kind of tiny. But then like Donatello will put a baby in the hole, and then baby under one arm, and then Highball. Like, can we dump out some of the liquid so we don't like get the babies drunk? We have a whole raft of babies up there. Like, I feel like we're going to be rescuing a lot of babies at this point.
Don't worry, if we find the Cabbage Patch. We could just take.
Well, I'll go like this.
Just plug them in.
Okay. I'm counting limbs for our ability to I'm good for one baby. I'm like, I can do one baby.
Well, baby, you could hold one. Well, maybe not in your hand, but you could hold one in each, or you could you hold like 3 each under your arms and crab walk it out.
You could I'm very careful with the babies after the last baby incident. Maybe okay, all right.
So as you explain all this stuff to each other, are you heading to the Fine Arts Building?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Is there any other stuff you want to explain to each other or theorize or whatever else about?
We tell them that the snow pea is or I should say we use the Jimmy the dean.
Yeah. Yeah. Dean Sugar.
The dean is some kind of painter, which is scandalous.
So the art
and that
the arts.
That the vines as well are also seem to be a well-known motif to certain persons at the school.
Okay.
So you head to the Fine Arts Department. It is dark in the hallways as you make your way in. The door squeaks close behind you.
As we're going there, can we see any of the other departments that we walk by and see maybe other vine motifs?
You don't spot any vine motifs on any buildings or anything like that. Inside, you can see light spilling out from various classrooms. You can hear the sounds of charcoal on paper, the sounds of brushes scraping across canvas and walking down the halls, looking in. Each of them you spot poor young artists making art.
The sounds of poverty and ineptitude.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know that
it warmed my heart.
Yeah. And you make your way to the end of the hall.
All right. Now this is where I look at a Highball and I'm like, if you were a cultist, is this a ritual on a roof thing, or is this a ritual in a hidden basement cavern thing? If you were a cultist.
Well, if you're trying to preserve the cabbage, you'd probably want to go to a cellar.
Okay. Except for they don't want to preserve it anymore. They want it to be free from.
But if they have many of them, you have to be sure that you have to see which one of them it is. You're gonna have to preserve them somewhere. To the pickling vats.
So we're going down.
Well, you make your way through the hall to the end of it, where there's a closed door with a light on it. And next to the door is a large painting with some version of that symbol painted on it in whites and blues, grays and silvers. And as you get there, as you get there, the light goes off and the door opens, and a snow pea walks out.
Is it the one though?
Locks the door behind him.
Jimmy Sugar, I presume. A sweet meeting this will not be.
Yes, I'm Jimmy Sugar. Who are you?
We
students here
are destiny. Of course, you should know me. I'm Donatello, the famous artist.
I know many artists.
But I am not just any artist or many artists. I am Donatello.
And when he says that, he gets when he gets Jimmy Sugar's full attention. I step up on him, and I'm like, you be very careful. And I take this out of my thing. I got a banana, and I know how to use it. You're gonna take us to that baby, Jimmy Sugar.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you have a quirk that lets you draw something out of nowhere?
Bring like a banana to a knife fight.
Tell me what that does.
It allows me to intimidate somebody when in confrontation.
I can give you my my helpful rolls if you want.
I can also
if that helps you.
helpful rolls.
That sounds bold.
It is bold. I can't use my hat, but I can use my quirk.
So bring a banana to a knife fight. When assisting another thief.
Oh, so you're assisting.
Coerce.
You're assisting Donatello.
Yeah.
To coerce or intimidate.
That's
you may
right.
Bring out the big guns.
Yeah.
Adding a D12 to their roll instead of a D6.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do. Do you have a D12, Sig?
A D12? Yeah. I can supplement my digital dice with a real one here.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
So I am like, pay attention to the donut and do what he says, because this banana is loaded. Yeah.
Mind on the donut, not the hole.
You know, bananas are only 2 shots, so you better make it count.
And I'm going to rise to the occasion. My bold plan.
Feeling
you
yeasty?
need to tell us everything you know about the Winter King and where the child has been taken.
Takes a step back.
All right, so I get 4 dice plus a D12.
I push the banana into him.
Oh, my suspense button doesn't work.
Oh no.
Oh well.
Okay, oh my gosh. I rolled a 12 on the D12 and a 6 and a 5 and 2 ones.
Okay. 6, 5, 12 will do it. Yeah, that's a success, and something good happens, and Seppi, you get a card. He takes a step back, puts his hands in the air, and says, I didn't do it.
Didn't do what?
We have witnesses that say otherwise, and evidence. Show them, Yavol.
Okay, I pull out the fluff and
the fluff from the culprit's cape,
and then I put that back, and
That's
then I
not
take out the
mine.
brooch.
The brooch from the
Oh.
culprit left
I
at the
see.
scene of the crime. And
He looks at the painting. Uh-huh.
Okay, I
And the-
indicate for one of the other two to go check the painting.
And we
I'll
have
go
the
take the
flesh of a carrot appealing from one of your allies.
Oh no. I don't have the baby now.
Where is the baby?
Where did you take it?
I'm checking the painting.
The baby's at Bundavara.
Oh no.
Does anyone know what Bundavara is? Anyone?
Is
Is that the chalet?
It is a chalet.
Oh no.
It is not the chalet.
Okay.
I don't have it. Giacomo has the baby.
Is Giacomo the
Giacomo?
winter squash? Is your friend?
Of
an
course
Are
ally?
you
he
asking that
is.
question?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he's in charge.
What was his name again?
Giacomo.
Giacomo, king of jesters and jesters to the king.
Just as we have expected. And in case you think you can get away, you've already been immortalized in stone.
No. That's your extra thing that happened from your 3 successes.
Yes,
You've
yes.
been quietly chiseling away while you're staring at him.
Yes. And though I've never seen him in my life, it is a perfect
Perfect.
It is
representation.
a perfect. Yeah, it's beautiful.
We've got to hurry.
So in checking the painting, do I find anything?
It is a painting.
Is it
I
of
didn't
the
have anything
chalet?
planned. Oh boy. Well, it's dark in here. You see that white and silver and blue insignia, the symbol on the painting. And as outside, the crab minion finally finishes screwing in that light bulb, light just pours in through the window, and you see the Mechanical Corners countryside below it with this this chateau, this sprawling chateau beneath this ominous symbol.
Okay.
Please don't hurt me. He looks at
Give me sugar. You should
Javuls.
take yourself into the police. To the bunnies, they may go peasy on you.
Anything, just put the banana down.
I just start to put it away slowly. Okay. And then before he puts his hands down, right? I take my penknife and carve into the back of his shirt, yeah. But I don't want him to know what I wrote, right? Like, so I'm pulling on him like, yeah, and I'm like, you go turn yourself in. If they do not get this message, then this whole place comes down.
No. And he runs off in the general direction of the constabulary.
Yeah.
Will Bonnie know it's you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, our next scene ends. Everybody can have a card for good roleplay, including me.
I want to give
because
two
I
to
did
the
multiple
GM.
voices.
Those voices were so
Yeah,
good.
I wanna
The
give another
GM
one
should
for the
have
GM as
two.
well. I
Oh
agree.
boy.
I think I'm gonna give two to the GM.
Holy moly. That's a lot of cards, y'all.
You're
It's
You
one
know
up to
I can
three.
win this game, right?
You're up to three.
Yeah.
There's no winning.
up
when
to- I'm up to
storytelling is the
5
goal.
cards.
How are you up to 5?
Can we take cards away? I'll take one away from you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I take back what I
No.
said. I thought you only
No.
had 1 or 2. I was like, I was
No,
being generous.
no.
and
Do you want to
more.
take yours back? You can have yours back.
No. We're going with it.
Okay.
We're going with it. We might not be so generous next time, or we're just gonna be really generous to each other. We're gonna encourage.
Maybe somebody here has like, maybe one of the others has like a bunch of aces or something. Who knows? Maybe
Yeah,
it
maybe.
won't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, with the end of the scene, your angles refresh. You can now use your signature items again in the next one. And we move on.
Time for pee break.
Time for a little break.
A little pee break. All right. Don't know if this will pop up, but I'm going to give a shout out to our raider so he gets a video pop up, and then we'll go to a break. We'll be back in just a little bit with some more Mechanical Corner. Stick around. While we're at break, feel free to go and check out the Kickstarter. Go ahead and drop your follow. Go and get all of the things that you want. And just remember that Monday we'll be playing the game version of that Kickstarter as well. So we'll be
Wait,
back in just a minute.
don't feel free to drop by the Kickstarter.
Do it.
Kickstarter's already funded. Go follow the Kickstarter right now and fund it because it's getting made. Do it.
It's getting made. This game is only $18.
Yeah.
Come on.
This game's only 18. The other game is only $15.
It's only $15.
Even a minion could afford it.
True.
One of those lowly minions.
That's a great slogan. Fun even a minion can afford.
That's right.
It is fun. Not even a minion can afford.
All right, stick around, everyone. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for being here, and more shenanigans to ensue in just a moment.
Doesn't look like
only
it on our
has-
side.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that prepared. He is going to. Oh, he can. He's gonna unload one of his most powerful spells at all of you.
Fuck.
Magic missile.
Kill.
I am sorry. I am trying to be helping, but
What happened to Trinia?
she just disappeared.
I did.
We lost the kid.
I am not understanding. She just got hit by one of those raisins. She disappeared. She is gone.
And Arabella said I turned to stone?
You were a statue. Must come back.
You know what? I just give him a hug. A big jockey hug.
Okay.
This is not the time!
He just side eyes you and looks at Arabella and says, of all the places you wanted to fucking teleport us, you brought us right in front of the king's nose.
Yeah, because I have to warn the fucking king. So you should probably leave. Go slink off into your little hole. And maybe warn your people.
He looks like he's about to punch you.
There is a 1,000-year-old dragon burning down a city with over 100 giants right now. I don't have time.
Remember, the only reason that any of that worked back there is because of me.
Yeah. Do you want a prize?
All right, McChanicle flies over. Labrisa, I've got you!
Can he do a flyby heal?
Sure.
Get out! Get out! No!
Sure, he'll go right there.
So you see that guy shows up and swings at you, and it scrapes across your armor as you cast your spell.
Go. Mithril breastplate, bitch. Tell me you at least washed your hands before you picked that up, right?
What?
Well,
Why, what? No, no,
Do-
it's what she gave it to me at the end for paying that extra fee that she has.
wait, she? And I kind of look back into the.
Yeah, and you look over and you see that there's like 4 outhouses next to each other.
Nick, you were getting some outhouse
loving?
strange, were you?
I mean,
No,
I guess
there wasn't.
cheese man, cheese
Cheese
man.
No,
Yeah.
there wasn't. Guys, there
Cheese.
wasn't a. There was a tent here. There was a fortune teller tent right here.
Nope, pretty much
Make
looks like a
everybody
suit to
can
me.
make perception checks.
It's a poop knife. Thank you, Lyric.
You can read that there is a contemplation about the others in the room and their responses, regardless of what his answer is.
As in, he's concerned about what his response will be because of the people in the room.
Yes.
I kill everybody else in the room. It is Toivo's turn. Toivo appears, closes his eyes as you explain what's going on, turns its head to look at, or to its head so it's facing the Hound of Tyndalos. So Matt and Brian, you hear the cat just growl real low and dangerous. Nick, you hear meow meow, I can smell you, meow meow meow. Roll your attacks, please.
Glad y'all came to our hoot, Nanny. Good to see you, boss. How you enjoying yourself so far? Hey, get her another ale on me. Now, get her 2 ales on me.
Yeah.
The
oh my god.
the
Why
croaky.
not?
bartender
I
comes
just
back
start
and sets
drinking.
2 mugs.
Let's get this battle underway. We're going down. Get down, get down. Biddle-lip. Jungle boogie.
Doesn't look like
He
it
only
on our
has-
side.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that prepared. He is going to. Oh, he can. He's gonna unload one of his most powerful spells at all of you.
Fuck.
Magic missile.
Kill.
I am sorry, I am trying to be helping, but
What happened to Trinia?
she just disappeared.
I did.
We lost the kid.
I am not understanding. She just got hit by one of those raisins. She disappeared. She is gone.
And Arabella said I turned to stone?
You were a statue. Must come back.
You know what? I just give him a hug. A big chalky hug.
This is not the time.
He just side eyes you and looks at Arabella and says, "Of all the places you wanted to fucking teleport us, you brought us right in front of the king's nose."
Yeah, because I have to warn the fucking king. So you should probably leave. Go slink off into your little hole. And maybe warn your people.
He looks like he's about to punch you.
There is a 1,000-year-old dragon burning down a city with over 100 giants right now. I don't have time.
Remember, the only reason that any of that worked back there is because of me.
Yeah. Do you want a prize?
All right, Majenko flies over. Lumbrisa, I've got you!
Can he do a flyby heal?
Sure.
Get out! Get out! No!
Sure, he'll go right there.
So you see that guy shows up and swings at you, and it scrapes across your armor as you cast your spell.
Cool. Mithril breastplate, bitch. Tell me you at least washed your hands before you picked that up, right?
What?
Well,
Why, what? No, no,
Do-
it's what she gave it to me at the end for paying that extra fee that she has.
wait, she? And I kind of look back into the.
Yeah, and you look over and you see that there's like 4 outhouses next to each other.
Nick, you were getting some outhouse
loving?
strange, were you?
I mean,
No,
I guess
there wasn't.
cheese man, cheese
Cheese
man.
No,
yeah.
there wasn't. Guys, there
Cheese.
wasn't.
Welcome to Mechanical Corners, where crime pays and masterminds play. In Kaiser Cucumber and the gangs of Mechanical Corners, play cards to out-mastermind your opponents. Hide an agent or take their action. Will they get away with the loot, or will the coppers make them scoot? Pick a card. Pick a spot next to a bunny cop. Place your card face up to take its action, or face down to stay hidden. At the end of each night, figure out who broke into the vault, who went to jail, and who's still on the streets. Play the card game or live your heist in the Mechanical Corners RPG. You're a small-time thief stealing big-time treasure. Gather your team and prepare for a cozy steampunk heist. Helping your crew means a chance at winning big. Make a character. Make a plan. Make your escape. Work together, win alone. Only one player gets to narrate the endgame.
And we are back from break. Thank you guys so much for sticking around through that break and hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We are all rehydrated. We are unhydrated. Whatever we needed to do during the break, that has been taken care of. And we are back for the continuation for our third scene, right? That's what it's called, a scene? Third scene?
Yep, this is the final scene.
The final scene.
Of The Winter King.
The Winter King. Dun, dun. Wait.
Dun, dun.
I always forget that I have those little sound clips.
Prime at 11.
Right there.
All right. Back into it. So, Yavol, Donatello, Highball, and Hamwise stand atop a snowy hill on the outskirts of Mechanical Corners. To the west of Mechanical Corners, nestled in the rolling, frost-covered countryside, sits Bundavara, the estate of Giacomo Penna. The manor itself is a sprawling chateau of pale stone and dark timber. Long icicles hang from the eaves of its steeply tipped rooftops. Frost clings to its iron balconies, and the faint glow of oil lamps flickers behind tall, arched windows. Surrounding the manor is a vast, snowy orchard. Its trees are like skeletons in the winter, and beyond that, empty fields stretch towards the distant mountains. The bounty of autumn buried under snow and ice. Before you stands a tall stone gate, its iron hinges stiff in the cold. Each of its two stone sides is carved with motifs of vines and leaves, and each is topped with a carving of a plump, round pumpkin. And in the center of each sits a carved shield with a crown made of twisting branches. You can tell that there are indeed people inside this mansion. You don't really see movement beyond the flickering candles, but no one would leave those burning without being there. You've got a little distance between where you stand, assessing the place, and the actual place itself. You've got a good vantage point to watch it.
Okay.
You see, yeah.
Are we on a hill?
You're on a hill.
Okay.
You're probably like laying down on the hill. Your
Okay,
resistance
right.
training is
Okay. Yeah. All right.
kicking
Okay.
in.
Keep on going then.
You see as a steam-powered mechanical cart pulls up, a minion gets off the front where they're driving and goes around to the side and opens the door to it. You see a white-clad cauliflower walk out of it and go in through the front door. Some sort of butler. It's a little dark in the entryway, but you see a figure opening the door and letting them in. The minion gets back on the cart and takes it off around the back.
Anyone have any disguises?
Okay.
Oh, I do.
We have 3 options. We have 3 or 4 options.
Cannonball the front.
Yeah, the cannonball. So we take a donut-sized object and we push it down the rolly hill, and then we all ride on top of it, and then it pops over the wall when it hits, and woof, bah, and then we are straight in the door, and we go bold. I say we go bold, or we sneaky, or we pretend to be someone else.
Or I've got another idea.
Yeah,
Every place in Mechanical Corners has sewers. I know a few people.
Yeah?
If the GM would allow. Normally,
What do you got for me?
My quirk is improved plumbing. Can it be worked instead of for escaping, but instead for getting in? Through the underground sewers?
Yeah. Mechanical spelunking. Yeah.
Your improved plumbing, you could know where to theoretically get in underground around here.
Yeah.
I could ask a few of my friends, and we could get in secret like from the underground passageways right here in Mechanical Corners. I'm sure there's a place that goes right up underneath there.
As much as I would like to flush out the enemy, I'm not so sure I want to be sneaking around in the sewers.
I do
Leaves
have,
a bad taste in my mouth.
I am in possession of a magic ring. Does it actually make me invisible? No, but I'm very sure it does.
Hmm.
And when I put it on, I go.
Yeah, nobody can see you when you're wearing it.
No one can see me when I'm wearing it.
I'm wondering if there's some way we could like box Donatello up so that he's protected. Like a carton.
That's a pretty big carton.
Yeah, I mean, you know, weirder things have happened. Like wrap him up a little bit, like, you know.
Containing my ego isn't that easy. Ooh.
You just you get like a plastic baggie and just
Yeah,
Ziploc
a little
you up.
wax paper, a little wax paper.
So long as it's see-through, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, like a Ziploc.
Your frosting might get stuck to it though if it gets hot in there.
I think that's
We
a
could do a
feature.
combination plan. Highball, do you have a specialty, a unique talent that you could contribute to this?
I'm the one
brazen
finding
assault?
the sewers.
He's the sewers.
Oh, the sewers, right? Of course. So if we combine them all together, I start at a strategic position at the top of the hill, roll down, building snowmentum as I go, crash into the front gates. Meanwhile,
I am
Hamwise
riding on top.
sneaks in
I'm
invisible.
making sure
Yes,
we go fast.
yes, exactly. And then you come up from the sewers from behind in a flanking maneuver. And the magic happens. We find the baby and get out
Yes.
amid
that's
the
plan.
chaos.
We do both plans. The double plan. The double plan always
All
works.
the plans.
Yeah. The double plan. Yeah.
When you roll down the hill,
we'll be the big distraction. And then when they're all like concerned about their general health and well-being, you steal back the baby.
When all eyes are upon me, and you see just a glow of anticipation in Donatello's.
What we could do, since Hamwise has the invisibility ring, they could just ring the doorbell, and when it opens, you'd just be rolling right in through the door.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they wouldn't see Hamwise there, of course.
Nope.
Of course.
Yeah, and when they open the door, I'll just slip in unaware.
I think the combination is you through the sewers with Hamwise. You are inside. You grab the baby while we make the big bada boom.
That works
Bada
too.
boom.
Holy crap.
Yeah?
I don't even know what balls I have. That didn't come out right. Never mind.
Thank you, Roddy Mama, for embarrassing me in front of all of the professionals.
Yeah, but it was a perfect timing.
I love this idea.
This sounds like a plans.
I'm going to walk right up to the front door then and ring the
I
doorbell.
thought you're gonna
and then run and catch up to me.
Well, she's invisible, so.
Oh yeah, I'm invisible. They won't see me.
Okay.
Hamwise,
A polar bear in a snowstorm.
walks up to the front door. There's a little
With
cord.
my ring on. Put my ring on.
And
Put
maybe the
ring on.
entrance to
There's
the
a little
sewer is
cord.
over there.
A cord to ring the bell.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like you to roll something to sneak around this person who answers the door.
I think I should do it practically.
Okay. You get
What do
to
I have
add
to
2
ro-
dice for your magic ring.
What do I have to roll?
You got to roll a 4 or higher.
That's 2 successes. 1 success. 3 successes overall.
That's incredible.
So I go.
Yeah, you ring the doorbell. You hear a little ding, 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 ding on the inside, and a minion opens the door and looks out, looks left, looks right.
I
They
see
appear to
past
be
him.
some sort of tin fish. You're just up there against the wall. You got your ring on. You're totally invisible. They look
Totally.
just straight past you.
Is she invisible? Can we see
No.
her?
Yeah, you all
Yes, you can.
100% see her.
And then as while he's looking, I sneak past him. I do the wall shimmy right in front of him.
Oh, all right. You are leaving Highball behind. Great.
Oh no,
And
wait.
then
Am I staying? Am I staying with
You can
with
leave
Highball?
Highball behind. Highball
No,
can do his own
I think
thing.
she was shimming to go do the sewer thing with me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going in. All right. And as that door is open, we get some snowmentum.
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 All right.
As the timpani drums roll in the background, growing louder and louder,
And
with increasing intensity.
Let's get the roll from Donatello as we increase the intensity, and
I'm on top.
You're helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm helping, making it a little
And
faster.
You help accepting the help.
Well, are you?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're rolling down? Are you on top like running?
Yeah.
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 This
Just like
is
Pirates of the
bold.
Caribbean.
A bold plan.
Welcome in, Raiders.
It's perfect music for it.
It is. Perfect music.
Storm the
we need
gates.
Another four.
All right. So this is bold, I'm sure. So I'll
Bold
roll
is
that.
great.
And I have to assume Yavol is helping me by pedaling
Yavol!
fast. Those little
Yavol!
galoshes storming through my white icing.
So tiny. Your ball on top. Like a reverse hamster wheel.
So with bold, you get 4 plus 2 or 1 for Yavol.
All right. So that'll be 5. So I'm going to roll them. I like this little dice roller build suspense. 2 6s, a 4, a 3, and a 2.
Wow. Okay. You do it. The minion in the doorway holding a little candle, with the little plate and got their finger hooked in, looks left and right and doesn't see Hamwise there, and it looks straight ahead, and there's this giant donut bearing down on them.
Snownut.
With snowmentum.
And you roll down the hill, down, building more snow around you as you go. And as you hit the doorway to this, you just blast through with Yavol on top, pummeling this minion into the open hallway. The snow goes everywhere as you go through the door. You got 3 successes, so you get to tell me something extra good that came out of this.
And might I add, that was sweet.
Yes. Well, yes, indeed. Well, so that there's good news and there's bad news. So the good news is inside the main hall, the snow has gone everywhere, making the ground very slippery, which is going to be somewhat difficult for anyone who wishes to respond in a timely and decisive fashion to stop our bold plan. Unfortunately, I do have a flaw. So after using a bold maneuver, remove 1d6 from each allied thief's subsequent rolls using the same angle for the remainder of the scene. You see, all this snowmentum has loosed all my sprinkles, and they are showering and like glitter throughout the air and the atmosphere here, making it difficult to take bold actions because it gets into your eyes and
that is beautiful. I'm hoping the big bada boom made babies cry and we can hear them. Did that happen, universe?
Well, first we have to find out what's going on outside.
Oh yeah,
because Hamwise snuck away to meet with Highball, and the two of you find a way underground.
Okay.
There's this large stone building on the outskirts of this chateau. Maybe
house.
Maybe not a normal building. Maybe like a tomb.
Tomb of the Winter
But
King.
Those things usually make you go underground, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
it's mechanical corners.
yeah. You sneak into the tomb. You see that it's got a passage that winds down into the catacombs. It's just a small like family catacombs. There are nooks in the walls with coffins and like dried leaves coming out of them. And as you get down here, you can see that there's it's very dark. It's very cold, but it's not as cold as it was up above. It's sort of a dry cold down here.
Does it smell like rotten cabbage down here? Does it smell like rotting straw?
It's anything that is down here is beyond rotten. Just husks left. And there's a small passage off the end of this little tomb, and at the end of it you can see a flickering light.
Ah, there we go.
You make your way down.
I'm still sneaking.
Yeah,
along the
Yeah.
walls.
And my boots are clip-clopping down the hallway because
clip,
they're cowboy boots.
Yep. Is there a little jangle of spurs on the back too?
No spurs.
No spurs.
No
No
spurs.
Any chaps happening?
Nope, just the jeans. Just
You
the
didn't
jeans.
put on special chaps for this event? No. Okay.
I'm kind of basing a little Matthew McConaughey here.
As you get further down this hall, you can hear the sound of voices, and you catch the end of that prophecy, multiple voices chanting, "With frozen crown and heart of ice, for when he wakes, as is foretold, the world shall be forever cold."
They're doing it in English and not in Cabbageese?
Yeah.
How are we going to find Cabbage Jesus then? You have to do it in his language.
And you hear an explosion of sprinkles and frosting
And snow. It's their prophet.
Snow.
It's their snow
It's their
prophet.
prophecy.
And you do hear indeed the cry of a baby.
Just one? 6?
Just one.
12?
A single baby starts crying.
A single cabbage cry? What does the baby cabbage sound like?
Oh boy.
Put
And
me in the brine.
and you hear murmurs from inside this room. What is going on? Somebody go upstairs. Fennel, check this out. Are you peeking around the corner? What would you like to do?
We need to get by all these guys, right?
It's okay, they can't see me. I can just punch them.
You're not just peeking, you're just going around the corner.
Yeah.
Invisible.
You got it.
Great.
I'm invisible.
Invisible. And
just go
as
get the baby and come back.
My fist will be invisible too.
you turn around the corner, you see a large open chamber. No longer the dirt ground of the tomb you were in, but stone on the ground. And at the far end of it, a wall made of machinery. You see gears and cogs and springs. And at the center of it, a throne that looks like it is cast in ice.
Is the baby on it?
Not yet.
Where's baby?
You see in the center of this space, it looks like maybe he was just holding the baby up, but now he's got the baby held in front of him. The winter squash, Giacomo Penna,
Who else is
holding
in the
this
room?
little cabbage baby. Fennel is a fennel. He's got a big like bulb head, I guess, with fronds. Covered up with a white cultist hood, is leaving this space, going up a spiral staircase on the other end. There's a parsnip, cauliflower, and a few other cloaked winter vegetables. The winter squash is tall, austere looking. He's got this smooth, pale orange head with deep, weathered green ridges. His eyeless face is eerie and unreadable. He's got these white ceremonial robes embroidered with silver patterns that sort of look like frost creeping up a frozen window, and hanging around his neck is this big pendant. It's cold silver with the twisted crown of vines. Meanwhile, upstairs, Yavol slipping and sliding in the
well, this is
snow
part
and
of my plan.
sprinkles. Yeah.
The galoshes and swiftness. Now I'm gliding through and using my speed and my mass, so I am knocking down any servants and other people, just bowling into them, keeping the chaos going and everybody off the floor, expecting that our compatriots are yeah. And then of course I'm calling out to Donatello that he should sculpt this as a inspiration for the liberation.
That's a snow sculpture.
Snow sculpture.
Great. Seppi, do you want to roll bold?
No, I'm doing swift because I'm doing my little and like
You're trying to get him to roll bold because of earlier.
No. This is a swift. This is always my plan. The galoshes. This is all under the plan, and it's for the liberation. We're gonna do this
for the liberation.
For the liberation.
So yes.
And I will capture the image in ice, of course.
Is that you assisting?
Yes.
Yes.
You're providing inspiration.
Exactly.
There are
a little bit more to the left. A little bit. There you go.
Yeah. Each holding one of those little candles with the little plate, in this darkened space, and you're aiming for all of them. This is the last scene. Let's make it a 5.
Oh no.
The usual Seppi.
Do it. You could do it. I believe.
No, I don't think
believe.
I can.
Yes,
All
you
right,
can.
so 4 + 2. Yeah.
So he gets to draw a card.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm helping, but unfortunately, there are many sprinkles in the air, which is going to remove one of your dice.
Is it?
Only if it's bold.
No, it's not. It's swift.
Oh, I thought you were bold. I'm sorry.
No.
I tried to get him to do bold.
Never mind.
No,
that's right. Okay.
It's swift.
That's what I heard. Good. You're wise.
I got
too fast for sprinkles.
I got 2 5s and a 6.
The sprinkles are just helping at this point.
Yeah.
That is 3 successes, a good success. You bowl over a number of minions, and something good happens out of it. What would you like?
If I see a vase of flowers, I'm finely cut, whatever. I'm gonna scoop those up.
Okay.
They're in my hand. And
You've
then
got some flowers.
So I've got some flowers in my hand, and we're causing all the ruckus in the world so that no one can assist the people downstairs, and everybody from downstairs wants to come up here.
Okay.
Thank you, Donatello.
What is Donatello doing? You're just picking yourself up, trying to gather your sprinkles, or you're making these.
Yeah, I'm sculpting this dramatic moment in ice.
Excellent.
Having already done my part, I might be having secret plans in the background, but at the moment, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
And remember, as soon as one player touches the baby, the game is over.
Touch the baby.
Okay.
Well, he can't see me, so of course I'm going to touch the baby.
You're going to attempt to. As you boldly walk into the center of this space.
So do I have to re-roll?
I don't think your ring's going to really help, because especially
it's not real. Of course it's not going.
You can only use the ring once per scene anyway.
And it fizzled already.
As you walk in, all these veggie heads turn towards you.
Excellent.
Highball, pickle him.
No, I'm going to run the other way. She's my distraction.
Who are
Get the
you?
baby out.
What are you doing here? Parsnip. Grab them.
We're here to get that cabbage.
Oh, do they see me too?
No.
Oh.
Parsnip rushes towards Hamwise.
Okay, so can I roll swift and try to deke out of the way and run to touch the baby?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then can you help me with anything? Are you within range?
Yeah, I can help you. I can help you by being like, the ground's a little slippery over here in this little icy cold, stone area.
All right. So
Oh.
A little
that would
slippery.
normally be.
In fact, I'll just slip and fall and grab attention and let the whole contents just right in their feet.
Woo! Wow. The
What
big
happens?
spill.
What happens is that like your brains? If you lose all your liquid, do you die?
No, I just go get more.
Oh, okay.
He just loses his mind for a little bit.
So this would normally be a hard difficulty, which would be a 5. When you are up against Giacomo in his own home, particularly in his own little cultist domain,
Oh,
he increases the difficulty by 1 to a 6.
Oh no!
But Piebald brings it down by 1 back to a 5.
Oh,
you need to
legacy
keep it at least
highball.
1 5.
Legacy highball.
And you get one extra die for Piebald.
Oh, so good, legacy highball.
I got 1 6.
You got 1 6.
1 6. 2 2s, 1 6.
Okay. So you do dodge Parsnip as this cultist lunges at you with arms outstretched.
Eat my pork fingers.
He slips on the boozy floor and falls on his back, his big parsnip head knocking against the stone ground. And there's currently little in your way between you and the baby, except
no
all this boozy liquid all over the floor.
God.
Highball, when are you gonna learn that cultists and booze don't mix?
I'm not going to. I didn't. At least it's not setting the whole place on fire this time.
Is that true?
It's not high proof. I've already stated it's not high proof. I've stated that at the very beginning.
It's true. He did say this time it's not
Should we
high
start playing
proof.
the music?
Well, there is
Da, 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 da,
there is a
da.
cost because we only had 1 success here.
Oh no!
Yeah.
And that cost is that while all this is happening, all these noises and distractions, this baby is wailing now as this squash holds him up. The liquid from Highball begins to creep across the room into the place with the this like cast ice throne, and it starts to melt the bottom of the throne.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Yes, destroy the prophecy.
Yes.
And this combination of water and not high proof booze begins to drip into this giant machine.
Oh no!
And the light clicking that you heard from it earlier begins to sound more like grinding.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
This terrible sound of gears whose lubricants are being stripped by alcohol.
I'm still running.
In place.
Yeah.
Like in a cartoon.
Is anything else happening upstairs?
I look to Donatello for inspiration.
As Fennel comes out of the spiral staircase and looks down the hall.
Clothesline.
I lure him forward. I'm Donatello, and I'm bringing the heat to you, icy cultists. Come get some. As I invite him across the slippery, treacherous floor.
Okay. As he's doing this, if Fennel is coming this way, I have, slid to between the next room.
Yeah, you're
right?
probably behind Fennel.
Right. And so when he comes past me, I grab that, I'm just covered in sprinkles at this point. I sprinkle him clearly in the eye to help with the with the maneuver.
You sprinkle him in the eye. Do you want to roll to sprinkle Fennel?
Yes. I guess. Donatello, you are assisting me at this point?
Sure. It could go either way.
Is the sprinkles...
Epi just wants to give you a card.
Is it clever?
It could be clever.
It might be clever. Or no, it'll be bold.
Seems like a clever boy.
It'll be bold. I will roll.
Okay, you're rolling
bold
one
dice.
fewer die.
Yeah, and then one for your assistance. Let's do this. And what's my target number?
Your target number is a 4.
Yeah, I got none.
You got none.
Oh.
All right.
I got a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 3.
You toss some sprinkles at
I was
the
gonna
back.
sprinkle him in the eye, but he.
Well, now I have a lucky penny, you see.
You do.
Here in my pocket. And it allows, I can use it to re-roll a failed dice in a single pool. Now, it doesn't say who, it doesn't say me.
It doesn't.
So can I, it just says once per session, use Lucky Penny to re-roll any failed dice in one single pool.
Oh yeah, I would love to re-roll that.
Yeah.
So I
flick the penny.
flick it.
Distract Fennel. And
light glints off of it as it rotates.
Oh, I got 2 5s and 2 4s. I got 4 successes.
Okay,
Nice.
Here's exactly what happens.
Reversing fortune.
As that penny is flicked, it does the flick off the lights of these candles that are surprisingly not burning this place down. And Parsnip, or Fennel, who is literally just a bulb, you can see he follows it. And where you'd had no idea where his eyes were because he is just a bulb, you now are able to track where it's looking, and you flick some more sprinkles.
Now they stick to his eyes. Oh no, the sticky sprinkles.
It's excellent. And Donatello took a card for helping. You have a fantastic success, Epi. What would you like to do with your extra bonus, or do you want to take a card?
I'm gonna take a card.
Okay.
Because Donatello and I are in it together. I'm gonna give him a card. I'm gonna take this card.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The gears below are grinding against each other, and you can tell that Giacomo is mad. You are ruining something that he has worked hard for. He wants these winter vegetables to thrive, and only the most resilient food stuff. He has worked hard to bring this eternal winter. He believes in this prophecy, and let's get the roll to grab the baby.
Who's grabbing the baby? Which of the two of you is grabbing the baby?
Are you both
We're
trying?
all gonna grab
let's
the
both
baby.
try.
We all run for the baby. No, I'll help. Or Hemlight, do you want to help me? We can swap.
So if
rolls.
I'll
grab
do
the
a
baby.
sturdy roll, then if I'm desperately trying to get out of this.
Sturdy plus highballs help,
Or Nick, are you doing it? You want to try?
or are you rolling as well?
I haven't rolled the dice at all tonight. I like to roll.
At all? You should probably roll some dice.
Oh, sorry. What's the success number before I pick up these dice?
5.
I'm gonna be probably practical about it and just walk around where the alcohol isn't slippery.
2 successes.
Or at least attempt to.
Throw some dice. Throw some
Ooh,
dice.
I got a 6,
Throw
a
some
4, a
dice.
3, and a 1.
1 success.
1 success.
As the gears grind against each other, even worse, the sound reverberates through the halls above, the ground below you, and things start to break in there. You hear loud bangs and snaps. You see this spring just break in half and fly across the room, embedding itself in the walls opposite. And the two of you reach out past Parsnip, who is laying on the floor in this pool of booze, and you both
Fermenting.
grab one of the baby's arms. And
And
let's
you
look at
pull.
let's look at our cards.
Oh, are aces 1 or are they 11?
All face cards are 10.
Aces.
Oh, I have 2 face cards.
Aces are 1.
Now,
Aces
I have
are
a
1?
joker. What do I do with that?
You should draw another card instead of the
Okay.
Joker.
All right.
Okay. My head got sadder when aces became 1.
And we are looking at all of the same one color, your highest total value of a single color. All black cards or all red cards.
Okay.
Oh.
Call it out, GM. Who you're going to ask first?
I'm gonna ask Highball first.
No, I go
What do you got,
first.
Nick?
I got an 8, a 9, and a 6. So math is bad. So that would be.
Are they all the same color?
23.
Yeah, I got a club, spade, and then I've got a 14 with my
23.
19. Seppi?
Oh, let somebody else go first.
Let's hear Hamwise.
25.
Wow.
5 of diamonds, queen of diamonds, queen of hearts from
Nice.
my digital randomizer that I wrote down.
Excellent. Donatello.
I got some good high cards, but they are split evenly, red and black. So
bummer.
22.
22. Jawohl.
I have a 28.
Jawohl.
Oh.
Okay. So the big distraction, we have all this chaos going on upstairs, which sets the upstairs on fire, of course. And that the snow ends up pouring, the fire ends up melting the snow that we dragged in there, which caused more to funnel into the great machine. Okay. As it starts to seize up and the house starts to shake, of course, Hamwise and Highball carrying the baby together, that was the only real solution, so neither one of them fell, get out of the tomb out of the way that they came. Meanwhile, I rush to Donatello and take his hand as he leads me out because I'm tiny. All right. So, but most importantly, he's clutching the artwork that he kept, that he does for the liberation underneath his arm. Okay. We all had a plan to meet back at Highballs.
Can I add something first?
Yes.
As the 4 of you escape and get to the top of that hill again, the great machine, whose intent was to flash freeze the entirety of McChanicle Corners.
Oh no!
Backfires, and there's an enormous plume as it jets upwards, fills the sky, and it starts to snow.
Okay. I leave the return of the baby to our great friends. Okay. So the 2 of them take the baby back, and we're true to our word. Karma Chameleon does not pay us because that guy's he never pays out, and that's very sad for us. But I go back to the festival area, and I've taken the ice sculpture and I put it in a place of prominence at the ice festival, which catches the eye of Barb Florentine, who features it on the cover of the McChanicle Corners Chronicles, and people are clamoring for who that artist is, and the only symbol for it is this donut shape into the ice, because you always sign all your things. And so then, since I was taking your hand in one hand and had the flowers in the other ones, I finished wrapping up the flowers, and I put in a note and have it snuck onto Bonnie's desk. And then when Bonnie opens it up, the note says, everything is fixed, but for the record, you're the real criminal because you stole my heart.
Aww.
Nothing says love
your calling
like
card in
a
it.
carrot.
And it has it on the back, it says, yeah.
The end.
Oh
boy.
Yay.
Wow. Thanks everybody so much for playing
Did we get a
the
jump
Mechanical
freeze
Corners
frame
RPG.
before the credits started to roll?
Of course. Maybe a cheers freeze
Yeah.
frame at Highballs.
Awesome. Thank you so much for running, Mark. I appreciate that.
Anytime.
Siegfried,
Good fun.
Michelle, you guys are amazing. Seppi, of course, you're always great to have here. Guys that are watching the stream, thank you so much for being here. Before we go, I also want to go through, I want to give these guys all a chance to talk about the stuff they've got coming up, because they're always working on stuff. These people are all hardworking in their industry. So I want to just kind of go through. Sig, what do you got going on? Tell us where people can find you, what you got working on, what they can look for in the future from you.
Sure. So my new company is Sig Trent Games, and you can find it at sigtrent.com, SIGTRENT. Or if you just search for Sig Trent, you'll find my stuff, because not a lot of people have my name. So I guess that as far as what's coming up, well, I mean, I've still got a lot of stuff I wrote for Evil Genius Games that you guys are going to see, the Armory and Intergalactic Heroes, and they're just putting out the Creature Codex for the Legendary Bundle. So lots of stuff. As for what I'm cooking, well, we just started a week ago, but we are going to have something out for Everyday Heroes players very soon, something to buy, and something that'll help support future development of stuff we're going to do. So that's all I can say about my secret plans for the moment.
I was just looking for my
I'm
book that's
excited.
on the other side of my green screen.
I'm excited.
For the Everyday Heroes book. I got it sitting around here.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Michelle, what do you got going on? I know you just had a book that came out over the holidays. You got other stuff coming up. Stuff with Fate of the Norns, I think.
The second one to this book, the middle book, is supposed to be coming out when from Fate of the Norns. I don't know, because they are looking for a new distributor.
Oh, no.
Yeah, whenever that happens.
Okay.
But if you go to either Pendlehaven Press, which is their fiction section, or just go to fateofthenorns.com, you can ask for a pre-order. How much it is or when it's coming out, that's anybody's guess. So I can't tell you that right now.
But we know the quality is excellent.
The
quality is top notch.
Yeah, from Fate of the Norns, yeah, it is. Yeah. Everything they put out is really good, and that's part of why it takes so long to do their books, because they really try to everything with art all over the place, really high quality writing. At Greenwood also writes for them as well. So there's a lot of stuff that they put out at Greenwood, and Andrew both have a Patreon.
Now we got another raid from Booms. Welcome in, Booms.
Better late than never.
And Higgy. Booms and Higgy, they're both raiding us. They were streaming together earlier today, all day long.
Whoa.
Higgy and Booms suck, so we came here and said, welcome on in, Raiders.
More.
Right, the alert. Play again. It's like perfect super. Of course, the alert's covering Michelle up. The one we're on, it just covers Michelle.
Sorry, Michelle.
Welcome on in, Raiders. Thank you for being here. We're just finishing up Mechanical Corners. We're kind of talking about our guests, what they have coming up. Please stay here. Thank you so much for the raid. Boom, Siggy, everybody watching, go and give them a follow. Also, go give Queenly Dove a follow, who raided us as well, and Death's Joker. But yeah, we're going to continue letting Michelle tell us what she's got going on, what she's got coming out, what she's had out recently, any of that kind of stuff, and where they can find Michelle.
So the latest book that we had out was Krampus' Bad Fur Day, which we put out for Christmas, which I did. The illustrator is Jonathan Borello, and he has his own mini series that he illustrates also. And this one is about Krampus just having a bad day, and he doesn't feel like eating the bad children this year. But St. Nicholas cheers him up by giving him some little dead children fish flakes and bringing him down to hell, where he gets him groomed by goblins with chainsaws, and they have a lovely time at Krampus Love. And so we put that out, and then we have The Orc Who Saved Easter is going to be coming out in April, because we've done the whole series. We did The Orc Who Saved Christmas, and now we have the Orc Who Saved Valentine's, which we put out last year, which is apt. So if you want a lovely family-friendly gift for to share with everyone, The Orc Who Saved Valentine's. And yes, they do say Valentine.
They do.
And we also did The Orc Who Saved Thanksgiving. So this is the next one in the series. I actually wrote it last year, and I put it on my Patreon for patrons. So I do have a Patreon, which is where we fund my podcast, the Legends and Lectures series. It's an educational podcast where we invite academics, historians to talk about their work and lots of things. We've had on lots of amazing folks. We've had on Professor Ronald Hutton, Dr. Dan McClellan, who will be coming back again. And this Friday, we have a very special guest who's going to be talking to us about the history of fascism. Very fun topic.
That seems really like a non sequitur, Michelle. How did that become so?
we don't actually cover modern history that much on my podcast, but this is actually a personal friend of mine who's very well known here in history in Canada, and so it's going to be pretty good. We usually get questions from people on Patreon, or we get questions beforehand for people who know these historians, and we'll ask them. But we also invite them to talk about their things. So if they have a new book coming out, if they have lectures coming up, it's a free and educational program on YouTube and anywhere you get your podcasts. Follow Legends and Lectures anywhere you get your podcast. I do it together with my friend Mark from Archaeo Soup, and sometimes with my friend Frederick. They're both archaeologists, so they always have good banter. We also do debunking ancient aliens with my friend Frederick, who that is his main job, is to debunk all the garbage that's on ancient aliens. And we kill ourselves watching these things that just go but we have a good time and people laugh as we grow.
It's fun. I've been there for a few of those.
Oh, so bad. And I'm trying to think of what else they've come. Oh yeah, and then my history book is coming out. The edits are in. It's going to be the history of holidays, an investigation of what we celebrate, why we celebrate it, and why you're wrong and why it doesn't matter. So
nice, awesome. All right, speaking
and
of
the answer is
podcasts,
orcs. What I'm understanding is the
Orcs.
answer is orcs.
the answer is always orcs, because they always have another holiday that's better than the ones that we celebrate.
And they saved them.
I'm going to change it up just a little bit. I was going to end with Mark, but I'm going to end with Seppi to talk about the stuff, because speaking of podcasts, Mark, what do you got coming up? What are your podcasts? What are you working on? All the stuff that you are doing as well.
Excellent. So if you like the way I GM, I run multiple podcasts where I play various things. If you like Star Wars, I have Coruscant Nights, which is a Star Wars anthology noir podcast set at the end of the Clone Wars, beginning of the Empire. That is actually currently coming out weekly. We've got a couple hundred episodes by now. It's all different characters. It's all about like hearing the stories of different characters and how they're interconnected and all that fun stuff. In between seasons right now, you can catch up with 2 seasons of The Other Place, which is an original fantasy world where the dead are back, and there's a lot more going on than just the dead are here. There are reasons, and we get into mysteries, and each season follows a different party as they all investigate and fight to try to help the world and learn more about it in the process. I also do other stuff on YouTube where I do like side quests. This is all under the Nightcast Creative banner. Just search YouTube for Nightcast Creative. You will find my show Side Quests, which is currently airing the Mechanical Corners RPG, because every so often we do a different indie RPG, and we've done a number of them so far. Other than that, I'm a part of Fight in a Box, where we make games like this and its companion games like Gangs of Mechanical Corners. And I'm just going to steal all Seppi's thunder, because we've got a Kickstarter going on right now. If you didn't know, if you somehow got this far in Epic Realms tonight and didn't know, there's a Kickstarter going on for this game that we just played. And we met our goal on the first day, I think in about 4 hours, and we are working on a stretch goal, hopefully, fingers crossed, to get more reprints of the original game in this super fancy acrylic tile edition. Which this game is super fun to play with, because we played tonight with a deck of cards, but you can also play with these tiles, and instead of counting numbers, we're counting cogs on the tiles. Yeah, it's all connected.
It's all connected. Ding, ding, ding. I push the button. And I think you guys are up to 111 backers now. I think you were at like 100.
Oh, we got.
Yep.
You were at like
111 backers
or something like that. So
that's amazing.
Bunch of people do that.
Seppi, you talked out, Mark. Is it me?
I think that's all my stuff.
Seppi, you're allowed to talk now. Mark said so.
Oh, that's great. All right. So if you're looking for nerdy things to enjoy in 15-second or 3-minute increments, I'm your homosexual. Let's do it. I have the critically acclaimed board game design tip of the day. Like, you know, people like 15 seconds, Nick, as you know, is the perfect amount of time with Seppi. You're like, oh, okay. I am human fruit-shaped gum. After that, you can just be done with me. So 15 seconds of me every day is about as much as you could take. But if you add Mark and I group up for 3 minutes a day talking about Zine Quest. Since the platforms have made it very clear that they hate people who look like me and are like me, we have decided not to give them money during this campaign because, let's just not do that. And so we're taking a big risk, just not like doing the ad spend you normally do with a crowdfund, and just actually taking the few dollars, the few curds that we have, and
what curds we have,
and sending them to people who are living the crowdfunding dream on Zine Quest. So we are just going to people. So every day for 3 minutes, we talk about which of these crowd funds we're going to give our curds and why, and then go there. And of course, Mark, together, we tell them Kaiser Cucumber sends his regards. So we do that every day because joy is a protest and creativity is inherently subversive. And if
Donatello knows.
Yeah, like in this time, like, we're super poor, but the worst thing you can do when you feel like your happiness is attacked or is given to fear and anger. So that is sort of like surrender. So we're going about this the absolute weirdest way possible, as you saw as you played games with us today. And then the height of weirdness, of course, is for another 3 minutes. You can listen to the Mechanical Corners RPG, or the Mechanical Corners art novella epistemological novel that we talked about earlier, and that's just super fun. It is the most beautiful thing that Mark and I have made together, and we've made
it's
a lot
also
of
like
things
slightly
together.
depressing and a lot
And
of fun.
moody and dark and a little supernatural.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's it. I think I cover all the things, Mark.
I think you got it.
Covered them. I think you
Yeah.
did.
It's great.
So yeah, I want to thank you all for being here. I appreciate that. And Mark and Seppi, thank you for indulging me, because how long have I been hounding you about a physical copy about Mechanical Corners?
We did it just for you.
Did you? Aw.
Yeah.
I know it's actually
I
it was Ed Greenwood. He's a wizard. We're afraid he's
It
gonna
probably
turn
was.
us
It
into
probably was. I had him come on and play with you guys. And, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think I played this the first time in 2022 with you guys, early 2022, and I was like, I love this. Where's the physical copy? And every time I see either of them, ever, even if I see them 2 days in a row, I'm like, where's the physical copy of Mechanical Corners? Seppi, Mark, Seppi, where's the physical copy? Where's my physical copy?
We broke down. It actually worked. We broke down, and that is why we're participating in Zine Quest. There's not a lot of areas with just a general destabilizing of social media. Like, indies need that was the number one vehicle to sort of accelerate any kind of crowdfund to any level where you could like make a living. So now more than ever, it's important for people to go back to the roots of, hey, let's help other creatives out and live the original crowdfunding dream.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to raid on out. Wow, Epic, you need to quit harassing them. That's not going to happen. We're going to raid on out to our friend Science Streams. He's an amazing streamer. Belinda's the main on there. His wife and him are both scientists. Right now they're doing art, but they love all kinds of things. They're really amazing people. They also just got a raid from paleontologizing, which is also a science. They do anthropological stuff as well. So we'll be coming in to a bunch of people that are fresh in their things. So we'll talk to them. We'll say what we were doing. Represent the stream, everybody, when we go on in there. I appreciate every single one of you. Once again, there's the link for that's not the name. Oh, that's never mind. I don't have to worry about it. Michelle Franklin's got that link in there for you. Michelle's got that link. So thank you guys so much. Of course, for me, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing some role-playing tomorrow morning. I won't be here on Friday because I'm going to be at Con of the North. I know Seppi's going to be there. I don't know if Mark's going to be at Con of the North. It is a local gaming convention, probably one of the biggest gaming conventions in Minnesota. So we will see people there be doing stuff. I'll be playing all kinds of games and hanging out with people and visiting.
So many failed rolls and people going, oh gee golly.
Oh
gosh,
gee,
don't you know?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Gee, oh, I fell down
That's
right there.
none too good there, Michelle. That's none. Oh, jeez.
Okay, tell your mama I says hi. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
and this is this outro is really the example of the Minnesota goodbye.
That's right. It just goes on and on.
Did you hear what Johnny said to Molly the other day?
Go, well,
let's do. Oh, I'll bring a hot dish.
I do also want to mention Monday, Mark will be back. Seppi will be back. We're going to be playing the game, the actual physical game. We're going to be joined by my moderators, Steven the Shark, who you saw in chat here tonight. Pixel Nix will be coming back. Pixel Nix has done stuff with Mark and Seppi in the past. And I don't know, have you guys met Steven the Shark yet?
Don't think so.
Okay, well, you get to enjoy Steven the Shark's wonderful presence. We're going to have a blast. We're going to be playing it on Tabletop Simulator, demoing that game. So please come back on Monday at about 6 p.m. Central to check that out. And our Off the Pod show with Gabrielle Harbaway is going to be joined. That's going to be pushed to Tuesday. So Tuesday is Off the Pod. Gabrielle Harbaway, editor, author, she's everywhere in the scene. So thank you guys so much for being here. Take care, and we will see you down the road. Make sure to represent on Science Streams. Take care, guys, and good night.